Going for a 4-4-2.
He didn't know what was going on in the room.
Elias managed to refrain from swearing.
He said, if you've got a problem with me, let's sort it out in the gym.
He's actually defending Val. The thing is...
Oh, the white! Come on! Come on! Where has that come from?
Yeah.
They brought through the door. Yeah, look at the...
What a performance. What, you know, the guys...
That was ruled off. Quite stupid things like that.
Live from Style Space at the Supporters Club. Right.
But he was getting a bit tired, I thought.
Come on! Here we go! Come on! Come on!
Yeah! Go! Go! Good morning and welcome back to Irons United for our match day live. It's West Ham versus Manchester City, and we have some team news from what we believe is true. That is, we are unchanged. We're going to be facing Man City with an unchanged side. We'll get 100% confirmation of that in the next couple of minutes, but that's what we are being told, is we will be lining up the same way as we have done over the last game against Spurs. So, get your comments in. Let us know your thoughts on what you think about the starting lineup. That starting lineup will look like Fabianski in goal, with Sofao, Balbuena, Ogbonna, Creswell doing the back line with Bowen, and Masuaku. Bowen, Rice, Souček, Fornals, and Antonio leading the line from the top. So what do you think of that? I think I'd done the preview last night. Maybe I was clenching at some straws, thinking that maybe we were going to make some changes. But not some changes, maybe one particular change, but he's obviously not gone through that. And I think the big key interesting fact today will be the substitutes bench. But let's just quickly take a look at this one celebration and the one man that we all love to have a look at, especially after last week. Let's hope we can see more celebrations like that this week. And it's going to be a tough game today, tough opposition. We do have several guests coming on throughout the day. Of course, I am Anton. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. And what we'll do is bring you the team news, reaction, etc. But go and check out our preview from last night. We had Man City Fan TV on our channel. And, it was really interesting to see how they thought that West Ham are going to line up against them, and the players and the formation and the West Ham that they fear. They do think that they're coming up against a different West Ham in comparison to the West Ham of the last few seasons that, of course, as we know, haven't won. Or the last, I think Man City are going for a record today where I think they've scored in 4 or 5 consecutive games 4-0 and 5-0 results against West Ham at the London Stadium. The London Stadium's been an absolutely amazing place for Man City to travel to. I looked at some stats as well. I think Man City have scored over 20 goals in the London Stadium, and it's taken them over 20 games to do that at Upton Park as well. So, it's going to be interesting. But I think we have the team news, what I believe is confirmed. Let me just see if what we were told, which we believe we are being told, is right. And just to confirm, so like I said, the team news that we have said is right. It is unchanged from the game against Spurs. The bench has no Noble Oh, no, it does have a Noble. It's got Randolph, Fredericks, Diop, Noble, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, and Haller. And Benrahma doesn't make the bench. We think we had a little bit of notification that he wasn't going to make the bench today because he'd done an early morning session outside of the London Stadium this morning, a good hour ago. So the fact that he was out there training with Stuart Pearce made us believe that he wasn't going to make the bench. Sebastian Haller does make the bench alongside Issa Diop. Snoddy doesn't make the bench. Disappointing for him, but I suppose that shows you that in that position we do have the strength. I think we're going to try and get the team put up. I know the team is going along at the bottom. Oh, hold on a second here. Just trying to get this picture saved, hopefully, and then we can get this up and running. But while I'm doing that, let's get some of the comments on the go and say hi to you all. And something else we need to do as well is also look at and see what the Man City lineup is going to be, because again, like we said, we came up with the Man City fans yesterday and they weren't too sure about their starting lineup. So it looks like what they have got is the following. Aguero does start alongside Sterling. De Bruyne is on the bench. They have Bernardo Silva starting. Mahrez starts. That's an interesting one because according to the guys at Man City Fan TV, they weren't 100% too sure if he was going to start. Rodrigo, Cancelo, Garcia, Diaz, Walker, Ederson and Gundogan. So, you know, listen, even without De Bruyne and even without Laporta, it doesn't really matter. They've got a absolutely top-notch, top-level side, and it's going to be a tough game for West Ham, of course, at all times. So please keep your comments coming in, and of course we'll have several guests coming on through it. I'll try and get some images loaded up, so just give me 2 minutes, guys. So let's get onto some of the comments here and see who's in. Long Dark Tunnel, hello, how are you? Come on, you Irons, brilliant. Hope you're well. Matt, you're joined straight in. You've just come straight in, mate. what do you think?
Intending to, but yeah.
What do you think of the start lineup?
It's unchanged, isn't it? Which is really what we was kind of expecting.
Yeah.
It's yeah, you couldn't have thought for not changing it. I'm surprised that there's no Benrahma. No, I thought he might be on the bench.
I don't know if you saw, mate, but he was actually doing a one-to-one session this morning with Stuart Pearce outside the stadium, in and around the kind of training ground outside the stadium. So after I saw that, I thought he's not involved today.
No.
So kind of suspected at that point then we would probably see the same starting 11, which, you know, I'm not massively disappointed about, but it's a chance for this starting 11 to really up their game in terms of the first half against Tottenham, but we can't remotely take away from the fact that, you know, they did turn up in the second half. What do you think of the City lineup?
Walker, Diaz, Garcia, Cancelo. So there's no Laporte and no De Bruyne.
De Bruyne's on the bench. Laporte's not made it today.
And there's no Aki either.
Yeah.
So they got right back at left back. They got a kid who doesn't want to be there at centre back, which is always an interesting one. You know, Garcia's made it clear he doesn't want to be there and he wants to leave. So I think you will get out the defence. But of course, for Man City, it's what they've got going forward.
Yeah.
But I'm not worried about their defensive capabilities. I'm worried about what they're going to do. You know, Sterling, Aguero, Mahrez, I thought it was interesting because we had Andy on last night and he was just like, no, Mahrez won't play. Mahrez has been awful. He's not in form. And they've Pep stuck with him, which is interesting. I thought he might have started Foden or Torres, to be honest. But
are you know, listen, there's no denying looking at that starting lineup though. Sterling's been involved in 10 goals in recent years against West Ham, 11 goals, 6 goals and 5 assists. Obviously, you've got Aguero in that starting lineup. I know Andy was saying that he's had 60 minutes in his last game, but he's still had time. We still know what he's capable of, and you know, there's no ifs or buts about it. They've got a strong squad.
Oh, they have. Like I said last night, it didn't matter what players missed out. There'd always be someone to come in, and you know, maybe Mahrez finds his form today.
Yeah,
you know, and even if you look at their bench, they've still got excellent play. Like, you know, it's not like they're going to struggle if things aren't working out. He's still got Pep's have options to change it. It's just whether we turn up. We've been in form, you can say, the last couple of games. So if we turn up, it will be a good game.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, like I said, they've got Foden, Torres, and De Bruyne on the bench, so they've got options going forward. If the midfield's not working out, he can change it. Zinchenko and Stone, so he's sort of got cover at the back. But it's interesting that Stone's only on the bench today because, you know, they're still short of Laporte and Ake. And I'm guessing this kid Palmer maybe he's a centre forward. I'm not really sure. That might be the only thing, is that maybe they haven't got a striker on the bench.
Yeah. Right, let's get on to this. Matt, can you do me a favour, read through some of the comments while I load some pictures, please, mate?
Yes, mate. How far back are we going? You were there. Right, okay. Hypecab, we just need to be annoying, get them frustrated and take the chance. Yeah, that is going to be... You've got to frustrate them, but you don't want to overcommit. Maybe you've got to find a mixture of sitting back and pressing. Boothammer feeding off Twistic 3-1. Long Dark said, I don't care what the score is today, as we've already got 7 points, which is true. You know, we're kind of going into this with no pressure, considering where we could have been with the fixture schedule we had at the start of the season. So 7 points already. Dalek saying, yeah, 3-2. They've got no De Bruyne. He's on the bench, but you always know he's one that always turns up against us, as is Sterling and Aguero. Well, Andy was saying last night it takes Aguero 5-6 games to get going, so maybe might get a bit of luck there.
Yeah, but I don't think, you know, I think that's us definitely trying to jump onto anything that's remotely negative in regards to that. Let's not take away from how much of a quality striker he is. Oh,
no, if he gets a chance, he'll still bury it. He's not going to go like, he's not going to get an open goal and miss it because he hasn't scored yet. Like, Philip says, win or lose, it's great to go into a game feeling confident. Yeah, we don't get that very often. We don't get to enjoy it very often. So, you know, we might come crashing back down in 2 hours' time, 3 hours' time. But it is nice. It is nice to be able to say, you know, we've actually got stuff sorted out. We're playing. It's going well. I'm guessing this was when you had no one else on. That's why you've got any other guys coming on. I'm on. I'm guessing Stel might be coming on. I know Stel's back from Cyprus now, isn't he? So
yeah. We've got Jake coming on. Probably going to be our youngest guest, apart from Freddie, of course, who comes on and says hi, my son, who's 4. But yeah, Jake from West Ham Unofficial is coming on. He's got a YouTube channel, so go out and support his YouTube channel for him. Let me just quickly.
Luke saying, why no Benrahma?
Just to remind everyone, then Benrahma today was seen and spotted training outside of the grounds. He was with Stuart Pearce, I believe, and he was after I saw that, I think it was a full 1-to-1 training session. So he is not. I think after I saw that about a good solid hour and a half ago, I very quickly realised that he wasn't going to be playing today. Matt, before we jump on to any more comments, let's bring in our guest. I'm going to try and remove that banner there. Let's see if I can take that one off. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. Please keep your comments coming in below, and I'll get the team running along the bottom. But let's welcome our first guest. It's Jake Cox. Jake, how are you doing, my friend?
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Welcome to the channel, Jake. And listen, for anyone that's watching, let them know about your YouTube channel.
So I've got a YouTube channel and it's called West Ham Unofficial. So it would be greatly appreciated if you could go and so yeah, thank you.
No worries, Jake. Listen, keep up the good work, and just keep having fun with it as much as you possibly can. Jake, you've seen the starting lineup. What do you think of that starting lineup? Were you surprised, or were you a bit disappointed that no one else came into the side?
I don't think I was really disappointed. I don't know if we would like to see Diop come in, but that would have been quite harsh on Balbuena. But yeah, I wasn't really surprised about the starting lineup after the second half against Spurs last week. It would have been nice to see Benrahma on the bench, but hopefully next week we can see him a little bit.
Yeah. And what did you think? Listen, for anyone that hasn't watched it, go and check Jake's reaction video to the game against Spurs. What was your thoughts last week, when West Ham were losing 3-0 at half-time? Were you feeling all a bit annoyed and unhappy about it? Yeah,
well, we were just all over the place, really, in defence. We had chances going forward, but obviously, we were awful in defence. And then, obviously, in the second half, a lot better. And what a goal from Lanzini. Yeah, it really was. I mean, listen, the second half, we definitely seen that West Ham come out of nowhere and just, smash in 3 goals in the last 8-9 minutes. In my lifetime and in your lifetime and in anyone's lifetime, we've not seen it in the Premier League. We've not seen a team be 3-0 down and come back in the 81st minute to draw a game 3 each. Tell me, how did you celebrate with you and your family when that happened? Well, we were very loud. It was, honestly, I just couldn't believe it when it went in. It was surreal how Lanzini scored, and 15 minutes ago we were dead and buried, and then to come back and to get the draw, obviously against all teams, it had to be against Spurs, didn't it? Yeah, of course it did. Of course it did. So, listen, how are you feeling about today's game? I think I'm going into it hopefully being positive, trying to get a result, obviously, after the really good performances we've had over the last few weeks. Hopefully, obviously, they've got a very good attacking mentality, but hopefully we can, just because they haven't got all of their defence in, we can try and manipulate them and hold in, and obviously with Antonio Bona Fornals, and hopefully Lanzini coming on, and maybe Haller, just try and manipulate them towards the back end of the game. Yeah, of course. Matt, Jake makes a really good point there about, the Man City. I mean, we know you've got good knowledge again in the Premier League. And how do you think Man City, with that lineup in particular, Mahrez is back in the side and we didn't expect that. What do you think about Man City today?
Pep's one of the ones where he doesn't care about the opposition, does he? He doesn't like, for us as a team, one of the quote-unquote not big 60s, we will line up and boys will look at it and go, what can we do to beat the opposition? Whereas Pep will just go, no, I'm playing the same way. He plays the same way, 1 to 11, regardless of what players come in the team. So he will look at it, he'll want to control the ball, play out from the back, press high, use the width and the pace, pass it around us and get them to score goals. That's all Pep does, and he won't change it for West Ham. He may change it if we try and change our tactics to beat him. So if we don't press, you don't leave space in behind, and you defend like that final third and let them have it until then, they may have to try and change it, which is where maybe you might see a De Bruyne later in the game. But it's going to depend how we set up and how they... It's going to be them trying to combat us rather than us trying to combat them, because Moyes will come out and go... Well, you think Moyes will come out and go, we don't want to start too high, because exactly what we did against Tottenham last week, and they obviously scored 3 goals because we were pressing too high up the pitch. Too much space in behind, and when we stopped that, we then started creating the chances ourselves. So, yeah, it could be one of them sort of. I hope it's not, but I've got to think it could be one of them more atypical West Ham games at Man City where we just sit back continually and let them have it, and then try and hit on the counter. Yeah, of course. Listen, I mean, hold on, we're getting loads of comments in here, Jake, as well. There's so many. I'm trying to put up a couple for you. People have said they've already subbed to you, etc. So keep on the good work and keep subbing to Jake's channel. Jake, when it comes to West Ham, and a bit like what Matt said there, the biggest problem West Ham have against sides like Man City is sometimes when we sit back, and that, invites a team like Man City who want to keep a hold of the ball and attack a team like West Ham. In particular, we know that because over the last few seasons, we've conceded a lot of goals against Man City. If you were David Moyes, what would you be saying to this West Ham side today? I think you've got to go out there and just say, obviously, as Matt said, you've got, they will have the possession, but we've got to go out there and hopefully attackingly look positive going forward. Obviously, look positive and
press early, try and get the upper hand, and then hopefully try and get Antonio on the end of one or somebody to get us going in a way.
Yeah, of course. People are coming in the comments saying there is Mark Noble on the bench. He is on the bench, and I just, when we done the preview last night, Matt, I think me and you actually guessed that he may be on the cusp of dropping out of the matchday squad, although I do think there's going to be a lot of fluctuation. And I think if he does drop out of the matchday squad, it's something that we don't worry about as a West Ham fan, because either way, we're going to see pretty much most of the squad get used this season. I think that's a no-brainer, isn't it? Really. What do you think of? How do you think Sofal's been performing so far, Jake? And do you think how is he going to step up, against this opposition today?
I think he was very positive against Leicester. The way he went forward, obviously on with Masuaku on the left and him on the right, looked positive, trying to go forward, passing it on. I think today, hopefully, he's going to step up a bit more, and he's got that going forward and then coming back, because obviously they've got a very good attacking front, kind of 2 or 3 with Aguero and Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, I think, Matt, listen, there's no ifs or buts about it, and I want to keep bringing it up, but, when you look at those two lineups there, but you look at Sterling in particular, he probably, it's tough. We said last night the man we'd fear the most would be De Bruyne. He's on the bench, but I still fear him anyway. But I suppose it is going to be someone like Sterling. How do West Ham nullify the threat from Raheem Sterling?
We can't give him the space. It's... Every time we play him, we always seem to have Creswell as a left back, and he just knocks the ball behind him, runs into the space, and causes the problems. I think Masuaku's going to have a difficult job today. I think he's probably going to have the one that marks and tracks Sterling, so I don't think Creswell's going to have the pace to do it. But again, like I said, we're going to have to try and cut the space out. Don't leave a lot of space in behind, because if you do, he will punish you. He is lightning quick. He doesn't need. He has the skill as well, but he doesn't need it. He could quite simply chip it in behind Creswell and he'd be gone. So Masuaku's going to have to do a lot of work. We have to try and cover behind him well, which might mean Bonner's more busy. Yeah, cover space behind Creswell. You could try and wind him up. He used to have a bit of a fiery temper, but he does seem to have mellowed out. So I don't know if you could still try and target that, if he maybe get under his skin a bit.
Yeah.
But he's a fantastic player. You got to hope for a combination of him being off his game and us playing well to nullify him, to really cut him out of what could be his usual 2 or 3 goals and 2 or 3 assists.
Yeah, absolutely. Jake, do you think since we've signed Thomas Souček, he's been literally a breath of fresh air in that midfield? How do you think he's been performing? And we've said quite a few times over the last few weeks in particular that our midfield can win the midfield battles against these sides that we come up against. Do you think that Thomas Souček can prove that in a game like today, especially against a good opposition like Man City?
Yeah, I do. Obviously, before after lockdown, he was superb, obviously, with the goals as well, and he was superb in midfield. He's been okay this season, I think, but I think today is his game. He's got to keep, if De Bruyne comes on, as you said, we've got to win these midfield battles, and him and Rice have got to put in a really good job today to win, so we can win the midfield, and then go forward and be positive.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about Creswell's found a little bit of form as of late. West Ham have changed the formation at the back, and we've brought Creswell a little bit more in, which has given him a new lease of life. And also, he's got 3 assists in his last couple of games. Are you glad that Moyes is stuck by Creswell and not, chucked him out of the side?
Yes, I am. I think for the two, for the left back and right back, for Masuaku and Creswell, I think with the wing back position suits them a lot more, especially obviously Masuaku, who's more attacking than he is defensive. With Creswell, he whips a good ball into the box, he's threatening, and he's a good defender as well to track back.
Yeah, absolutely. Get your listen, before we move on to anything else, I want everyone that's watching here right now to go and put in the comments and get your predictions in for the game coming up in about 40 minutes time. We done our predictions last night. We will do them again, Matt. But over to you, Jake. Let us know your predictions for today's game.
I think my predictions today, I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 win, a positive 2-1 for West Ham. Hopefully Antonio can get a goal. And I'd like to see Haller come on and get a goal to give him some confidence. Obviously, because Antonio's been on top form lately. He just can't get in the side with the form that Antonio's on. But I'd like to see him come on and put one in the back of the net.
Absolutely. It would be... that would be a nice result, and that would definitely. I think if West Ham, I don't want to. Well, I'm going to have to say it, but if West Ham can get a victory today and results go against the other way, West Ham could be sitting in third position. Is that right, Matt? Is it?
We're on 7, and
let's have a.
So I know Liverpool and Leicester are sort of, and Everton, should I say, are quite far in front, but there is potential.
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah. So if we do win today and results go right for us, we can sit in third position on goal difference as long as we better. Liverpool would have to swing over 4 goals, but listen, we are playing Man City. Let's get on to some of the comments and see what everyone is saying. We've been putting ones up there about yourself, Jake. So let's have a look here. So what is it? An injury? I think, look, if you're talking about Benrahma, no, I think he's just been saved, to be honest, mate. I think that's it. Steve Trott, Jake is amazing. There you go, Jake. Toby Sampson, 3-2 West Ham. Sochek, Bowen and Antonio. Toby saying morning, young hammer. That's of course to yourself, Jake, as well. Patrick Walsh, Moyes did the same with Bowen. We'll break him in slowly. He did, mate. He absolutely did. Neil T saying 3-2 West Ham win. Come on, you Irons. Kieran, evening from Brisbane. Good day, mate. Hope you're all well out there. Yo, Kieran. Hi, Kieran. Good to see you on, Jake. That's from Luke, fellow Irons United guy. West Ham, Dalek. I nearly fell out my window when Lanzini scored that rocket. Yeah, mate. I think you and everyone else, to be honest. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes, Jeff. Kieran, hey, Toby. Lee, my old Chinas. Let's see what else is here. Pete Chapman, is Noble on the bench, or has the move to back away slowly from the first team started to happen? Hopefully he'll move into a coaching role. He is on the bench, mate, and I do think you will see him in and out of the squad, matchday squad, like you've seen Snodgrass today, because we do have options in that area. So in order to give the rotation that they need, we probably will see that. And we're joined by another guest. Stel, how are you doing? Welcome back from Cyprus, mate.
Good morning, all. Well, good afternoon, I would think. I don't know. What is it? Morning, afternoon?
You just made the morning, Stel.
You just made the morning. Listen, for anyone that's watching, that's not like Stel.
But the earliest he's made for a meet-up, isn't it? He never meets up this early.
Morning, Jake. How are you? Is he with us? Can you hear us?
He is.
Yeah.
Jake,
morning,
can you
Jake.
hear us? Oh, there you go. He's been coming on, giving us some really good insight into the game today. So it's been really good to have you on, Jake. Stay on just for another couple of minutes. Jake, you do have the link as well for today's show. So what I will say to you is, see at halftime, if you want to pop on, click the link, come on and have a chat with us and let us know your thoughts at halftime. And, every now and then, if you think there's anything a point you want to get across throughout the game, click the link again and log on, and then come on and give us your opinion throughout the day. Are you happy to, if you want, unless you're doing something for your own channel, you're more than welcome to do that. Don't know if there's a bit of a delay there. Let's have a look here.
Yeah.
Neil T, I'm glad he stuck with Sofao. I had a feeling he may have gone with Frederick's speed against Sterling.
Yes, that would be good.
We've got a bit of a delay there.
But listen, on that comment there that Neil said, I'm really glad that there's an element of what Moyes has done by sticking by this same team. Still, and Matt, how many times last season did I say about consistency in team selection, especially in defence? It's so key for West Ham to try and progress forward. We've played 3 games, we've conceded 3 goals and scored 10. And we've got 2 clean sheets against Leicester and Wolves, and it's showing by sticking by that same team. I know, Matt, I said last night that I didn't want him to make the change. I was thinking that it would be Balbuena for Diop, but you know, he stuck by Balbuena. What's your thoughts on the team selection in defence in particular?
No, like we said, it's 100% right. You need to stick by a team because chopping and changing continually, if anything else, it upsets the balance. You know, you've got. I know we say they play each other every day in training, but playing alongside someone in training isn't always the same as a match day. So to get the consistency of continually playing next to each other does then let them, you know, build confidence and understanding. And chopping and changing it continually, you don't get that. And that's where the mistakes come in. And look, we all know anyway, at some point someone's going to get injured and someone will be come back in anyway. So while we don't have the chop it to not be forced to make a change, it's probably best to stick to it. Of course, if someone has an awful game, the next week Moyes then make a change. You know, if Balbuena has a terrible game today and makes a load of mistakes, then yeah, he might bring in Diop next week. But until someone's made a mistake, it's better to keep the consistency to let the understanding grow.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm listen. If any of you's watching and you're slightly put off by Stell's breakfast or lunch that he's eating, then I do apologise.
What are you eating, Stell?
Croissants, mate. Croissants and coffee.
That's breakfast, is it, Stell?
Uh-huh.
He's literally just rolled out of his bed. I'm only joking. Jake, are you happy then to jump off just now? And then when you've got the link, so make sure you do click onto it and come back on, because I think there's a slight delay on your feed there just now. You happy with that, Jake? Yeah? Right, good man. Listen, everyone, go across to Jake's channel, West Ham Unofficial, subscribe to his channel and get on supporting him with it. And Jake, we'll see you throughout the game today and at halftime as well, if you're happy with that, Jake, okay? Yep. Thanks for joining us, Jake. I know there's a slight delay there.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jake.
Come on, you
irons.
Oh, it's good to see. It's good to see a young lad on. Really, you know what?
He brought the average age of West Ham Irons United down by about 5 years, didn't he? We're now average age of 40.
Speak for yourself, Stell.
Well, I am including myself, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, but you do take that up there, though. Still, don't you?
You pull our average age up, Stell. You know.
Listen, Stell's back, so of course tomorrow night Stell's been working all week really hard to bring the best West Ham weekly show. Because I tell you what, I am never, ever.
What's wrong with it? What? I don't understand what you think the problem is. Why did you find it so hard?
I didn't plan it to the way you do it, so I didn't do it. Do you know what?
You're meticulous in your planning, Stell.
And that's it. You need to do it. You need to take the information in every day. And I literally decided that morning, I'll do it for you. Then there you go.
I see, mate. I did tell you.
Yeah. Let's get
long dark. Some of us are in our 50s. Join the club, mate.
Come on.
Actually, I'm like the father figure of this place. They're all bloody terrorists.
Grandfather figure.
Yes,
don't call me. Don't make me swear early in the morning. Otherwise, we'll lose viewers.
Toby Sampson saying 3 each, or Dennis.
There you go, Mandy. Don't panic. Perfect.
Dennis is saying 3-1 to West Ham. Neil T saying 3-2 West Ham win. P Chapman saying 3-1. Ian, oh God, the comments has jumped. Why does it do that? I don't know why.
I don't know, mate. It's really annoying. But you got to scroll back up and find where you left off.
Again. Yeah.
I think I've got it. 3-1 West Ham. Neil T 3-2. I think I've done that. Ian Smith 3-1. Lil Blakey 3-2 West Ham. Kieran City are bridge too far, a 3-1 loss. Let's hope they're not. Lee 2-1 West Ham win. Another hard draw from Ray. Kieran, I'm the only negative here. Neil T, Champions League, here we come.
You almost made me spill my coffee there, Neil.
Dennis Graffam, not a Haller fan. Hope he proves me wrong. Absolutely, mate. Hi, Fashizi. Glad to see you here. And not on our rival channels. Only joking, mate. I'm only joking. Hello from Chicago. Come on, you Irons. Good man. Love Chicago. What a beautiful city. I don't know if any of you guys have ever
been there. It is good.
Oh, we have. Yeah, we've discussed the Jazz Club, haven't we?
That's the Blues Club, mate.
The Blues Club. Yeah. Quality. You've been there twice. Love it. Absolutely love it. David, hello. He's saying hello to you, Stel. David saying hello to me. Hi. You're not saying hello.
Brady out, Dave. Brady out.
He's not saying hi to Matt, though. He's not saying hi to Matt. Neil T, a first for Stel. I can't remember what that's about.
Probably me being early.
Yeah.
Hi, good luck, Irons. Time to defeat City 2-1. Antonio Socek, greetings from
Thank
Slavia.
you, jury.
Love it. Love it. Let's see this. Call Mira Stel. Hope the spelling is right.
Calimera. I did correct him. Thank you, Dennis. Not bad try, though.
Does that mean, what does that mean? Good morning.
Good morning, yeah.
There you go. Daniel, hello, everyone. Mind your fingers, Stel. I tell you what, he was throwing that croissant in the back of his throat there, wasn't he?
He has got his coffee now.
Is Manu injured? No, he's not, mate. Listen, you know, he came on last week. He 5 minutes, he scored an absolute wonderful goal. His confidence is through the roof. And I think a lot of people were thinking that maybe Moyes might try and, you know, take that confidence and give him a boost for today, but he's obviously not. He's stuck by Fornals.
But who would you drop if you did that?
I think people were thinking it was maybe going to be Fornals. It would have been harsh.
I think it would have been harsh. You know, all we need is you know, I mean, you know, we discussed this off air the other day, didn't we? You know, who the hell? It's not so much who the hell's going to start; it's who the hell's going to be on the bench. You know, we've got so many players now.
Well, Snoddy's been dropped today, isn't he?
Sorry,
Snoddy's not on the bench today. He's been dropped.
Well, Snoddy's not on the bench. Benrahma's not on the bench. You know, so you've got two players there.
Don't forget Dawson.
We got well, you know, Dawson. Anyway, the less said, the better. But you know, it's going to be tough. You look at those 7 players. You're always going to need a keeper. You're always going to want to have 1 or 2, or well, probably 2 defenders on the bench. And then it's a toss up between Lanzini, Yarmo, Allaire, Noble, Benrahma, Snodgrass. You know, it's going to be quite interesting in the weeks to come. If we don't get any injuries, if we have a fully fit squad throughout the next month or so, there's going to be quite a few disappointed players who aren't even going to make the bench.
Yep.
And that's unheard of, isn't it? I mean, we've all been moaning throughout the transfer window that, oh my God, our squad is thin and threadbare, down to the bone. Well, it does only take a couple of injuries, but you can see that we've actually got quite a few players there who can fill the void. So, yeah, I'm not too concerned now, and we're playing well.
Yep.
So. Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to go and grab a coffee because Stel's put me right in the mood for a coffee. So I will be back in about 5 minutes.
Thank God, a bit of professionalism now. Welcome to West Ham Irons United. What do you think about the game? So what do you think? Are you surprised? You may have discussed this, so my apologies, but are you surprised at the starting lineup?
No. What we said about it on the preview last night, that I didn't think he'd change it. Moyes is very pragmatic, shall we say? And I know we didn't win the last game, but we did just play Leicester, Wolves and Tottenham, and we got 7 points and scored 10 goals, only conceded 3.
And considering people said that we weren't going to get a point out of any of these games.
I brought this up in I think maybe the review of the Spurs game last week, that, you know, after we lost to Newcastle, even Graham Souness on Sky was like, where's their next point come from? He's like, look at their next 6 games. And he was like, they'll be bottom after 7 games with no points. So the fact that we've got
it's kind of a backs to the wall. I remember I know this ain't a Man U channel, but I remember the old Ferguson. Whenever Man United used to go through a bad spell, he always used to say, you know, it's them against us. You know, he got that sort of that spirit amongst the Man U team. And I just wonder if Moyes maybe turned around and said, have a look at what people are saying about us. We're not going to get any points. Go out there and prove them wrong. Look at the camaraderie when we scored that 3rd goal. I still can't stop smiling about the Lanzini goal. Mate, I'm so sorry. I know you were doing the watch along with me, and I know I was about a minute ahead, but I couldn't help myself. I mean, it was a rocket. I couldn't. There's no way you can sit there and go, oh, man, something's on its way.
No, I still thought he was joking, though, to be honest. I was like,
wait.
We don't do when was the last time we scored the last 2nd goal?
No, we never.
Like a 90th minute goal. We don't. I think last time I remember scoring like a 90th minute goal, I think it was Winston Reid, and he hasn't played for West Ham in 3 years.
yeah.
And we played. Did we play home at Sunderland? In like might be the first year at the new stadium, and he scored a goal, didn't he, from like 25 yards or something? He put the bottom corner from a corner.
That's right. That's right.
That's the last time I can remember off the top of my head us scoring in the 90+ minutes. When you was like, I was like, no, we haven't scored. We don't score last minute goals.
But I mean, I looked at your response when we did. You didn't seem to like. Were you in shock?
I was like, what? It doesn't happen, does it?
Yeah. Oh well, there you go. Yeah. No, I'm not surprised at the starting lineup. I know what people are saying about Lanzini and won the goal, etc. But he needs to do. No disrespect to him, but I think what Moyes needs to see from him is for him to do that now consistently. In fact, not just Lanzini, but all the subs. Yarmolenko. I think there's not enough said about Yarmolenko when he came on last week. If you look at what Yarmolenko's done every time he's come off the bench, end of last season as well as this season, he's been a bit of a game changer, isn't he? I mean, that very, very clever pass to Sofal for the second goal, that flick behind, caught out 2 Tottenham defenders. No, I mean, we're all raving about the Lanzini goal, and rightly so. But that pass by Yarmolenko was superb, wasn't it?
It was, but we've always said, look, the quality's there for Yarmolenko. For me, it's the pace. I don't think he's got the legs to do it for 90 minutes. I think we said even after the Chelsea game that maybe we call for him to start, but I think his role will be, at least in the Premier League team, is that he's like a super sub.
Yeah, no, and I think do you think a player like him accepts that?
No.
Do you think a player like?
I think it probably makes him angry. But I think as well, Moyes isn't one to turn around and say that is your role, that's it.
Yeah.
If Yarmolenko continually performs like this with 15, 20, 30-minute cameos over a period of time, then Moyes will give him a chance. But
Or Moyes may sell him in January.
Well, can we afford to sell anyone in January? We've got a big enough squad as it is.
I'm still concerned about our defence. So I'm still concerned that we don't have a cover for left back. I'm still concerned that we don't.
No need to worry.
Left back, mate. Left back. Not a middle-aged centre back. But I'm also still concerned that if Souček or Rice gets injured, we still don't necessarily have enough cover there either. I'm not saying that we'll sell Yarmolenko, but I'm just wondering, it's going to be really difficult now because we've got this squad where we've got a £45 million player on the bench, Yarmolenko 18 million, Lanzini, loved by most West Ham fans, even more so now. Of course, Mr. West Ham on the bench as well, not getting a look in. I actually thought he was going to be dropped from the bench today. I'm actually surprised. If there is a surprise, I'm actually surprised that Benrahma is not on the bench and Noble is, to be honest with you. And I was trying to work out, how do you fit Noble in and Benrahma, etc., etc. And I was thinking maybe the only other thing that Moyes might do is only have one defender on the bench. But that's quite risky, isn't it?
That's not Moyes' style, is it? Moyes is very defensive. We were talking about last night, and me and Alan were talking in the preview, and I was saying, we were saying about Haller coming back in, and I was like, he'll drop Noble for Haller. Completely, we spoke about it for 5 minutes, and then I completely forgot about Benrahma, and I was like, he's got to fit Benrahma in as well.
That's right, yeah.
But the Benrahma one slightly doesn't surprise me, because it probably mimics the way that he started Bowen.
But at least Bowen was on the bench when he was bought.
Yeah, he still didn't start for about 4 games, did he? And it's
no, he didn't. He didn't. Yeah.
It's very coincidentally the fact that Bowen's first 2 games were Man City and Liverpool, and Benrahma's come in his first 2 games with Man City and Liverpool.
So we don't think he'll start next. I actually don't think Benrahma will start for quite a few games, to be quite honest with you.
In 3 games, I think it's 3 games time. We got Fulham.
City today, Liverpool next, and then Fulham.
So I would put a pin on the Fulham game.
Do you think he'll start, or do you think he'll be on the bench?
I think he'll start him, but I think it'll be Fulham. I think Fornals. I said it last night. I think it'll be for Fornals, but I said I don't think he'll drop Fornals this week or next week because of the defensive workload that Fornals puts in.
Do you think, interestingly, that he might make a few other fresh changes as well? Do you think maybe someone like Allaire might start against Fulham as well. Give him a run out.
Yeah, because it's
possible, isn't it?
It's a team. It's not disrespect to them, but they're not a Man City or a Liverpool. You know, don't forget the first 7 games we played 6 of last year's top 7 or top 8. You know, and he's not going to go. Yes, we've been scoring goals, but we've been scoring goals as a counter-attacking team.
Yeah.
And it's then when we get the emphasis of them being the attacking team that the situation changes. That's where we struggle. So that is then when you could see a Haller come in, a Benrahma come in, maybe a Lanzini, and you know he might switch it up and sit the 2 in front, maybe go back to a 4-4-2, or I don't know, change the front 4, like we saw maybe in the League Cup games, the more attacking front 4, should we say?
And because really go for it against those teams.
Antonio's not going to last all season.
No,
there's no way Antonio's going to play 38 games.
There is no way.
And even this
as much as we would love it to happen,
because we've started so late this year. We started in September, you know, and we still got to finish at normal time. We still got to finish like the start of May, first week of May.
Yeah,
they've still lost a month this season. And people already say that, you know, teams in the Champions League, or if you get a cup run, you end up playing twice a week. So he's going to have to, like he did with the cup games, the Carabao Cup games, he's going to have to start rotating the team round. So
do you think, given the strength of the squad now, do you think that maybe we could have a decent? I know we messed up in the League Cup, but do you think we might end up getting a decent FA Cup run with this squad? About time, isn't it?
I think it will depend for Moyes on where we are come January. I can see the logic at the start of the season that he, you know, the more defensive but industrious team was the first team, which we've got at the moment, and the more attacking, you know, flary, risky team was the Carabao Cup team. All right, that was purely because we needed fitness, but he didn't want to risk it. But if we get to January and we are say where we are now, we're like we'll be 7th, 8th, 10th. We're around that mid-table bracket.
Let me pose a question to you. You're coming to you're looking like here's where I start dreaming. We top 5 finish or mid-table and a cup run?
I take mid-table and the cup run.
Yeah, I would actually. I actually would too.
Because the difference between 5th and 10th
could be a few points.
It honestly could. You know, it could be 5th to 10th could be 5 points. But I said to Andy in the preview, I said we should be getting a mid-table finish this year.
Oh, we should easily. Well, let's not run ahead of ourselves. But,
if you go back, I think the last 10 years, I think since we came back up, since we got promoted, even if not, especially since Bilic came in, we've always had a relegation year and then a mid-table year.
Yeah.
So we had the relegation for the year last season. So this season should be some point probably 10th to, or say 9th to 13th. Comfortable mid-table finish. So if you're 10th place in a cup run,
Let's have a look at some comments. You may have gone through these, so my apologies. Philip, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is. Win or lose, it's great to go into the game feeling confident. Absolutely agree, mate. Lee, really excited for the game. Can't wait. I agree with that as well. What we got? Luke, where are you, mate? Are you coming on? No Benrahma because... well, what? Why? What? I mean,
there
I know
is a rumour he failed a fitness test. But that's not even like I haven't seen it from strong sources so far. So that could just be the world of Twitter going, "What's 2 + 2? That makes 5."
Yeah, the world of Twitter, mate. Which is why I'm not on it. But there you go.
Well, I do. You've got to take it with a pinch of salt. Like people don't. Some people just go, "Oh, Twitter said it. That's it."
What else have we got? We just discussed that. Moyes did the same with Bowen, bake Benrahma in slowly. Evening, Kieran from Brisbane. Please, I apologise if we've done all these, but you know, why not again? No harm.
More professional this time.
More professional, exactly. You know, he skips. Anton just skips everything. It's just like, you know, Anton just look what he's doing, bastard. Good morning, Joan. Good afternoon, Joan. Good evening. It certainly ain't evening. It's afternoon. It's 12:14.
It's 12:14 now.
16 minutes away from kickoff. Pete, is Noble on the bench? Yes, he is. Or has the move to back away slowly from the first team started to happen? Well, interestingly, watch my show tomorrow because I'm going to talk about that. I'm gonna, unless something spectacular happens today, that's probably going to be my theme for tomorrow's show. Great to see the youngster taking part. Yes, it was. Sorry about the link, but we will try and get him on again later. Neil, I'm glad Moyes is stuck with Sofal. I had a feeling he may have gone with Frederick. Speed against Sterling. Sofal, you know, may not be fast, but he's a tough little nut, isn't he? So yeah, quite glad about that. I know you guys, you went through the score earlier, didn't you? The score predictions.
Yeah.
Dennis, I'm not a Haller fan. I hope he proves me wrong. I'll tell you what, to be honest with you, despite all the bad publicity, etc., I'm a Haller fan. You know, I do hope he gets in. He is our only natural goal scorer, or striker, I should say. And you know, I think he'll come good. Look at what's happened when you play to a player's strengths, and we've been saying this for so long. You play to Antonio's strengths. We know the strengths Antonio has, and he's ironically he's got players closer to him when he gets the ball. Now, I remember at the beginning of the restart last season when Antonio was playing up front, and the nearest player to him was 30, 40 yards away. Whereas now, when Antonio gets the ball, he's got players in and around him. Don't you think, Matt? You know, it's a bit different.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we sort of watched it so many times last year, and we just said Haller was entirely isolated. There was no one near him. Like, yeah. Whereas I know I said about this last week that Antonio did an interview. It must have been 2 weeks ago now on the Laura Woods and Akinfenwa Sky Sports podcast, and he was saying how Moyes had said to him, he's like, when you're up front, the one thing I want you to do above anything else is like be in line with the ball. So when the ball comes into you, you can bring it down and link up with other people. Whereas how many times did we see last season with Haller, where Haller's like in the width of the box, and the ball goes down the line, and you're like, all right, man, just come straight back. Yeah. And then when he did get it, you said there was no one breaking a neck to get up there. But
yeah, no one
because of the formation we've done.
Yeah, so I think Haller gets a bit of a rough ride from the fans with the great. I don't mean you, Dennis, but I think in general. Jamie, good point, but I think Sofal's position is a lot better than Frederick's, and he depends way too much on his pace, which leads to rash choices. Happy we've stuck with him. Yeah, you know, I mean, we've got two very different types of players there as right back, and I know someone mentioned I mentioned left back earlier, and someone came up with Johnson. I admit, hands up. You know, it's really easy to start forgetting players. Johnson is not even making the bench at the moment.
No, not at the moment, no.
You know, it's Mandy, after looking at City's lineup, where do you guys see the weakness, if there is any? Their weakness, I think, is defence.
That's what I think, yeah, it is. Especially with the fact that, you know, there's no Laporte, no Ake. They're playing a right back and left back. There is Diaz is a great defender. They brought in, spent a lot of money for him, but he is still just adjusting. I don't know what his pace is like. I think Kyle Walker might have a busy day. Yeah, continually cover for the centre backs.
Yep. Agreed. I think they could be got at. We're going in with a lot more confidence in this game. Vaclav, our viewers from Prague, mate. We love having the viewers from overseas on. Hello, everyone from Prague. Welcome back. Thank you, mate. Appreciated. Arrived 66. We will be third in the league for a couple of hours today.
If we win, yeah.
If we win. Look, take that effing smile off your face still. Still buzzing. Your reaction was priceless, mate. I couldn't contain myself. I really couldn't. But it was worth it. Smain 75. We are still waiting to see Benrahma with West Ham. Why is he not on the list today? Well, people are saying that he's got maybe a bit of a niggle. So I'm sure, you know, we'll see him play. Don't worry, Smain. He will appear soon. Dennis Yarma stopped Bale scoring. He did, and did you see that Tottenham fans were saying it was a nailed-on penalty?
Well, you know what? After the game, because I was obviously watching it on Sky, it was Souness, the guy that hosted it, and they had Darren Moore,
right,
the West Brom manager and centre back, and Darren Moore was like, "Yeah, that's a penalty." They were like, leaned into him, and Souness went, "You're going soft." Souness was like, "No,
good."
Souness was like, "It's not a penalty."
Exactly. You know, good old-fashioned shoulder barge. Vaclav, I became a supporter of two clubs since Souček joined West Ham. West Ham and SK Slavia Prague. Excellent, mate. Thank you. Good afternoon, Skies. If Yarmo had paved the way, he'd be If Yarmo had pace, he'd be world class. You know what? He's a really decent player. He's a decent international. So
he is. But he plays up front in a 4-4-2, doesn't he? So he doesn't have to have the pace. Whereas we'd be playing him on the wing, and on the wing in the Premier League, if you haven't got pace on the wing, you do start to struggle.
True. Lawrence, how do you stop Sterling? Man mark him, or that takes one of our players out of the game?
No,
how do you stop Sterling?
For me, I'd let him have the ball in front of you, but just don't give any space in behind.
Right.
But that's for me.
And Dennis, Dennis, I think it really got to him when he didn't cover the run against Arsenal. As far as I'm concerned, he made amends against the Yids. Are you talking about Yarmo there, mate? Probably are. Lee, how to stop Sterling? So foul, crunching tackle. Come on, your hands. Show him that he's around. A bit of Eastern European love, tough love. Kieran, Yarmo stopped Bale from scoring. That was massive. It certainly was. What else we got here? How long we got before we kick off?
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. So let's get through some of these other comments. Neil, if he plays Allaire and Benrahma against Fulham and we thrash them, that would make Moyes' headache even worse. Well, it's a nice headache to have. Words and pictures. Good afternoon, mate. I love your unwavering response. I'm upbeat vibe. Well, you got to be. We're West Ham fans. I mean, goodness me. You know, we moan for 6 days a week, and then when it comes to match day, it's the one time that we could really start dreaming, isn't it? Well, we were dreaming, and then after 15 minutes against Spurs, it was a nightmare. But there you go. Toby, really important to keep the spirit going, even if we lose 3-1. Let's not start crying. Absolutely agree. What do you think of that, guys? You know, if we do lose today, you know, we're not going to go out and draw and win every game, are we? You know, so what do you think? That's actually an interesting point. What do you think the fan base is going to be like if we lose today? They're going to start moaning, and
it depends on how we lose.
I think the
average West Ham fan knows that we're not going to win. Like, we're not going to win every game. And realistically, today is one of them no-lose situations. Because if we lose, we were expected to lose.
Yeah. And
so we haven't lost anything. Yeah, exactly. If we get anything out of the game, it's a bonus. So
agreed.
I don't think it will be entirely bad. I think people will know.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope there's not.
As long as we play well, I think the average West Ham fan would be like, yeah, fair enough, we gave it a go.
Yeah, agreed.
But there was always going to be the ones who'd be like, oh, we didn't win, Moyes out.
Yeah, Moyes out and all that.
And to be fair, 3-1 at Man City is not a bad result.
Foe. The rumour is the Algerian fans will only allow one player to play in a match, and it's Mahrez's turn. Mandy just popped into City fan channel live, and they're not overly confident. Well.
They came on our show last night, and me and Matt really had to kind of explain the recent turnaround in West Ham, and in particular the midfield battle between Souček, or the midfield duo of Souček and Declan Rice. Because Matt, to be honest, they weren't massively, they weren't too sure about that area, really, were they?
No, he was actually, especially as they say, they lost Fernandinho. But I mean, he was actually very complimentary at West Ham, to be fair, Andy.
He was. I watched that. He was good.
Look who's joined us, Dad.
Good afternoon.
Good morning, guys. How are you, lads?
The baker who speaks sense. Good afternoon, Jim.
Good afternoon. How are you, Stel?
I'm very good, mate. How are you?
You had a nice holiday in Cyprus, yeah?
Oh, mate, didn't want to come back. Didn't want to come back.
Dad, this isn't a holiday show, though, Dad.
Oh, I know. It's
Sod you. Sod you. It was lovely, Jim. It was absolutely wonderful.
Man. Oh, I'm glad
I was a bit disappointed with the weather, though, Jim. It was only 28 degrees out there.
Oh, for God's sake, go away. You're like a little monkey. You're a monkey.
Dad, come on. Dad, come on. I'll bring you back.
Well, all I've got to say, guys, is every time Man City come down to us in the stadium, they love the size of the pitch. And they start... and they play that expansive football. What are we going to do against that today if they start doing that? Because they're pretty good when they do that. a couple of times they've made us look as if we've been out on a training jaunt. You know, hopefully though we can stop it. What do you think?
But we do have the midfield duel, like me and Matt have just been talking about, of Souček and Rice, and that's
sorry, Matt. How are you, Matt? Anyway, sorry, Matt. You okay?
I'm good.
Mate?
How are you? Yeah, I'm good.
Thanks,
How are you?
Matt. Yeah. Sorry, Tony. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Tell I'm used to it. But the midfield duo of Souček and Rice, and that's something that Man City haven't really came up against. And they've got free flowing footballers all across their midfield, but West Ham have now got this duo that really do a lot of the groundwork for all the other players to give them the freedom, and that's something that I've got to take the confidence from that, Dad, and I've got to think that West Ham can step up to the game, to the occasion today. I'm hoping that in 90 minutes time that we're not sitting here and we've been beaten another 4-0 again, and it's just same old West Ham. But
I think he's going to have to play it a bit cautious. I don't know what you think, guys, but he'll have to play it a bit cautious at the outset. But what you're saying is right. I mean, in the midfield there with Souček and Rice. I mean, it's just a brilliant midfield, and if they can come through and come from the back and come through, then that would be brilliant. But like you, I don't want to be sitting there and seeing them start spraying these passes across that expansive ground of ours and loving every minute of it. That's what we've got to stop, I think.
I think they've got players, like, it doesn't matter the age of them, whatever, but Sterling's got pace, Aguero's got pace, they've all got pace, and we know that our defence can be weak when we've come up against players like that. We came up against the Vardy at Leicester, but it was only Vardy, and we nullified their threat through the middle of the park. They tried long balls and they couldn't get the ball. We managed to deal with that. We're up against Man City, who don't just have one option for pace.
No, I know that.
For pace, but also they've got the ability to change the game just like that.
Yeah, no, they're a good side. And still, I mean, we've got to be optimistic the way we've been playing. I mean, we've not been doing too bad lately for West Ham. We've been doing brilliantly well. So let's hope that we can. Let's hope that we can do something today. I hope so. Anyway, Stel, come on, Stel.
Sorry,
something. You can't keep doing that phone.
No. I was responding to a mate who was asking me what I thought the score was going to be. Sorry, apologies about that.
Matt, keep him in check, Matt.
You're absolutely right, though, Jim. They do love the size of our pitch, and I think the guys were saying last night. What sort of game plan do you take? Do you take the game to them and let them worry about our attack, or do you sit back, play like a high line, or do you sit back, let them keep ball possession? It's a tough one to decide on, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say I 100% agree with you there. It's a difficult one to decide, because as you say, they can play anyway there. I honestly think, though, that Moyes will play it cautiously to begin with, and then see, if we can perhaps go on the break and do something on the break. I haven't seen the team, so I don't know the team. It's Snodgrass in the team. I don't know.
No, it's the same lineup as...
Same lineup.
I'll bring it up for you.
Same lineup,
Both lineups, the same lineup as before. Fabianski in goal. Sofao, Balbuena, Ogbonna, Creswell, Masuaku, Rice, Souček, Fornals, Bowen, and Antonio.
He's been good since he's been in, hasn't he? He seems to have blended in or fitted in quite well, hasn't he? In that fullback position or centre back position, he's very good. I see it coming up now. The team, I see the team coming up.
So Dad, make sure you join us throughout if you want. I mean, you can come
okay.
Back.
I shall leave you. You guys are much better presenters than me, so I better.
No,
Jim, you're the professionals.
Jim, we're still waiting. Like, Anton has been talking to us about you doing a show for about a year and a half.
Oh, I know.
And we're still,
I know.
Listen, honestly, when your son comes on, we tolerate him because there's no.
So anyway, that was still.
That was.
and then Jim, when you come on, we realise there is really a voice of absolute reason, and we wonder why Anton hasn't taken after you. And he is, and let's be honest, he is adopted, isn't he? He's got a Scottish accent. You're an East London boy. There is no way he's your son. There can't be. It can't be.
Oh, he is. We'll have to do a DNA test just to get that sorted out.
I'm actually sitting here, my whole. I feel depressed.
I think the funny thing is when we do go down, and when we're at the Boleyn, when we're at Upton Park, you know, Anthony would come out with his accent like that, and they couldn't work out, well, what's he doing down here, type thing. You know,
Exactly.
It used to be funny. It used to be funny, but it wasn't bad when Frank McAvenny was there. It was good because McAvenny could talk to Anthony, and they understood each other.
Have you seen the interview he did with McAvenny?
Yeah.
I tell you, mate, I'm sorry to say, but we needed a translator.
We needed the subtitles.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't realise how Scottish I went when I was with Frank McAvenny. It was mad.
Well, we needed subtitles still. Totally right. I know. I've been here for so long that was no problem for me. I didn't need the subtitles, but I know that some of the guys, some of the East End boys down there would have needed it to understand them. You know. But
we've kicked off, by the way.
Yeah.
Kicked off.
Yeah, I haven't even logged onto the game. We've kicked off.
No.
I haven't kicked off
I'll
yet.
come back on later on. See you later,
Right.
Matt. See you, Stel. See you, Tom.
See you later, Jim.
I'm gonna say see you later, Dad.
Right.
Yeah, we got kick-off people. There you go. We completely forget of the fact that we're actually meant to be bringing you a game.
Well, I'll be honest, I haven't kicked off yet. So
But I've kicked off now. What, Stell, are you watching on your normal thing?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Hang on. What?
And Matt, are you watch? Don't say
I'm
it
trying
loud.
to find a stream, mate. Right.
Download that thing I told you to download, Matt.
Yeah, I tried it and it wouldn't work.
Did it not work?
No.
I'm on 21, 22.
Yeah, I'm on 21, 22. So I think we're going to be behind a few of you viewers.
Yeah, and I'm not looking at the comments.
Oh, I am. I mean, unfortunately, if I was in Cyprus, I'll be 10 minutes ahead of you all.
Valid.
Good enough time zone.
So let's. What else we got here?
Come on, you irons! Let's have a look here quickly. Something we didn't do, which we've got. Oh no, we've not got it. Have we got it on? No, we don't. Oh, we do. It's a bit late, but we'll just do it anyway.
What's that, mate? Oh, what? Starting the.
There you go.
Loves his little things, doesn't he?
So Man City so far, first minute, I've just got a hold of the ball deep within their half. Defence playing the ball around, taking their time in a slow build-up. West Ham pressing, Bowen tracking back.
I'm going to look through the comments whilst you're commentating. Mandy, have you noticed something about the bench with no proper cover for a centre midfielder? Nobly. Yeah, we discussed this, Mandy, and it's one area that I think we need to be concerned about as the season goes on.
Sterling on the attack.
Sterling on the attack.
Aguero.
Breaking through to Aguero.
Out for a West Ham.
Good challenge.
We did talk about this on the transfer deadline day, and we did say that maybe Connor Coventry would be one to come in if we did lack in the midfield.
Yeah.
So Sterling had the ball there through the central. He attacked. He got to the 18-yard line and he fed the ball through. Aguero got to it. Good tackle. I don't know who it was that tracked back. Was it Bowen?
Sofal. I think it was Sofal, yeah.
It's got out for a Man City corner. They've taken
it
short
one taken. Go out wide, West Ham. Don't let them cross it. Okay. Here's a good point. Jack, I don't know if you're still with us. He's a City fan. I'm a City fan and we lose because the midfield is lazy and doesn't help the back line. Oh, it's interesting. They're concentrating more on the attack than they are in defending, I guess.
What time are you guys on?
2:52.
Yeah, I just found a stream and it's about 50 seconds behind. So
wow.
I'll keep looking.
Matt, load that app, mate. Seriously.
I did. It wouldn't let me do it.
Are you sure?
Sometimes they close it. Sometimes they close it down for new people.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what happened.
Okay.
I wonder if I can do something.
So City have got the ball out wide again. Good challenge there by Sofal again. Out for a throw on to City. It's all City in the first 4 minutes, as we expect, I guess. But let's not forget that Leicester had only 28% possession when they played City, and they won 5-2. So, you know, let's not worry about the amount of possession that City have. Let's worry about what they'll do with it more than anything else.
Matt, try what I've just sent to you, mate.
So City just outside the box again, playing it away out confidently. Oh, I tell you, away it goes, West Ham. Just get it away, West Ham. No panic. Oh, dear. We're not getting it away. The City is still a camp just outside our box.
Just quickly, what's everyone on? I'm on 429.
Yes, mate.
Yeah.
Cool. So
yeah, I don't know what you did, but that worked. Yeah.
Is that the app?
No, I've sent a link.
No, he sent me a link.
You can generate a link. So basically, 5 minutes in, and it has been all Man City. They're happy to do a slow build-up play, and every now and then they just try and penetrate our defence. And you know, we're looking a little bit sloppy back there, but we're
starting off in the way that we started against Spurs, which sort of like not really coherent. And
they're through. They're through.
Oh, they're through.
Come on, West Ham, get rid of it. Well done.
Away it goes. Come on, now hit on the West Ham.
Oh, it's giving it away.
From distance.
All right. This chap has asked the question a few times, so I thought I'd bring it up. David, I hope you're still with us. Thoughts on Souček, mate? Well, you know, he's one of the best signings we've had for many a year. Something that we've needed for a very, very long time.
What are you saying, Matt?
So if only Bilic had him 4 years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, when Bilic wanted Carvalho.
David, you don't have to keep putting the message up now because we've answered. But thank you for asking, mate.
No, he's been phenomenal, hasn't he? Especially for the price they paid. I mean, for a Premier League now, it would be worth 5-10 million more than we paid for him straight away.
Agreed. Dennis, when Lanzini scored, my 10-year-old granddaughter told me off for shouting. Priceless. Let's hope we can do it again today, mate.
You know what? I think I predicted 3-2 last night, but you know what? I take a 0-0.
It won't be goalless, mate.
It won't. I take it. I mean, I'll take a 1-1. I'll take a draw.
West Ham have got a free kick just inside the Man City half. I think it's 4 nows. It's Creswell, isn't it?
Creswell over to swing it in.
Cressy.
Come on, West Ham. Our first attempt, first goal coming up. Creswell's going to swing it in with his left foot.
Pings the ball.
Pings the ball in.
The back post.
Back post, yeah.
And it's gone over. Go on.
Knocked it back in. It's a bit flicked on.
Right. Now this is where we got to
track
back. Where we've got to drop now. Take one for the team if you need to, West Ham. Well, a bit early.
They've done well.
That's
pressing them back to.
That's good. That's good. We pressed them right back.
Made him recycle it and switch and go again.
Here's one for you here, Matt. Matt, this is from WMP. I really enjoy your insight and media response reporting back to us. You know, we do call Matt Stato. He has got, I mean, the information that he finds is pretty amazing. So, yeah, agree with that.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Agreed.
David, if you could change the lineup, who would you change?
Well done, interception there by Declan Rice. Jared Bowen on the wing. Keep going, Jared.
Bowen, you got him.
Go on.
He's
right on the wing there. Gone out for a West Ham.
That's a throw on. Well done, Bowen.
Just outside the 18-yard box.
We said last night, the only change we could have seen happening today would have possibly been Diop for Balbuena.
I wouldn't have agreed with that, to be honest. I did hear that. I wouldn't have agreed with that.
I don't think we wanted that. I think that was the one we maybe thought of if we had to, you know.
And anyway, I'd only have said it maybe because of Diop's more mobile than Balbuena.
Stofal for a long throw in, finds Souček, and
down.
Clears it out straight to Declan Rice, to Creswell, sorry.
Lee, we knew it would be a tough 7 games. How we got this far, I think I'll take it on the chin, but we have a fighting spirit, so I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic, yeah.
Masuaku on the wing, driving forward.
Go on, Alpha.
Feeds Antonio, cuts inside.
Go on, Antonio.
ball on the edge of the 18.
Keep
Don't know
it.
how he had that ball for so long.
Not been given a foul. Intercepted
No, I think
by
they won
Man
it.
City defender.
Yeah. He did take 3 defenders or 3 players to win it off him, though.
Back to the West Ham half. Augie feeds the ball back to Fabianski. Takes a touch, looks up, tries to find a West Ham player, goes long.
When Skies, I like this comment. Phil the fan. Oh, we'll come back to you in a minute, Skies.
Go on, Bowen. Go on, drive in.
Go on. Get over Bowen. Get over Bowen. Oh.
Intercepted from the Man City
Good
defender.
defending for Man City.
Good tracking back.
Oh, good
Tracking back.
Well done, Kufal. Or Sufal, to say.
West Ham are growing into this game a little bit now.
Oh, long ball.
That was
Amos.
wasted.
Yeah. And back to
Right.
Man City cycle again.
I like this comment. Feel the fans coming together after these last 10 years of infighting. Mate, I totally agree with you. When the team plays well, the fans are happier. We're not saying that the owners are forgiven for the last 10 years, but I agree. And isn't it a shame that we're playing so well and we can't be at the games to see it for ourselves? It's the only downside of it all, isn't it? Good afternoon, Vinay. Thank you for joining us. Man City are going to have a bad day. Let's hope so, mate.
I take it, but I don't know. It's rare that they have a bad day at the office.
Look at this comment. Jim, if we lose, give Anton a beating.
Oh, my word. There's a name for that, Alec. There's a name for that, mate.
I didn't know you were in Sweden, Vinay.
Yeah, we had that chat with him a couple of weeks ago because I started speaking Swedish to him, and he was like, "No, I'm a Londoner living in Sweden."
Man City on the attack, trying to put the afterburner past Masuaku. Oh, well tracked.
Track back. We got bodies back there now.
And that's what I said about, Sterling down that wing against Creswell is where he's going to struggle. I think Arthur's going to have to do a lot of that today. Just trying to keep up the pace with Sterling.
So Man City have got all the possession. I think we've had what?
They've got every player apart from the goalkeeper at the moment. Man City's goalkeeper is in the West Ham half.
We had a nice little spell though for a couple of minutes.
Oh yeah, we had a 5-minute spell. They had a good first 5 minutes. We had the second 5 minutes, and now they're back on the ball again. But like I said, I mean, they're playing a higher line, and considering that the pace of Antonio, it's a risky one to play with every single Man City player inside West Ham's half. And they're passing it around nicely, but they haven't gained really any ground yet. Wide to Walker. He's looking to stand up Masuaku.
Where we're just sitting behind the ball, which I guess is what we should be doing, isn't it?
Yeah, and don't give them
have
space
it
in
there.
behind.
Yeah. Frustrate the hell out of them.
It's interesting.
Did anyone watch the Leicester game? How they played against City?
Oh, shoot from distance. It goes out wide.
Oh, shanked it completely.
Did anybody watch the Leicester game? Did they do the same or?
Yeah, and they were hitting them on the counter. And they done the same thing, left like 3 guys up front, pacey guys to hit him on the counter. Oh, it was well wide.
Vinay asks, what is McAvenny up to these days, Anton?
McAvenny, from my understanding, plays golf literally every bloody day, and he plays golf literally 5 minutes from my house. That's where I went and done the interview with him. Apart from that, I think he's just involved with West Ham, Celtic, and St Mirren. I think he does quite a lot of stuff with the clubs, and he does a lot of after-dinner conversations. And yeah, there's still some smaller. I think there's I don't think there's any events on just now, but I think he's signed up to a lot for next year. I'm assuming he's got his hands in many pies, and
let's hope we can get him back on again. And
ball in, out for a
corner ball.
Corner.
Balbuena.
As a Liverpool fan, all I can say is come on Hammers. Thank you, Billy. Hope you're still watching.
Man City corner. They've had 2 corners in this game so far. 13 minutes in. Taking it short again.
Short one, playing it wide to change angle for the cross.
They're going to cross it in.
Head it out. I think that was Creswell with a header.
Come on, West Ham, press out again.
Man City looking to recycle it and come back at us again.
They're coming back in. Long ball. They found
long ball.
City player. And well tracked back.
Well tracked back. We're We're giving them space, aren't we? It's
If that was a centre forward, that'd be a goal. I think that was Diaz, is it, the centre back?
Yeah.
Peeled off the back of Barbuena that was playing too deep.
And he was onside as well.
He was.
Well
I think a centre forward, if that was like Harry Kane last week, he just headed that first time back across the goal.
Well
Rather
done to
than bring it
Sofal,
down
though.
his
You know,
chest.
that wasn't
Yeah.
his man to mark, but he
They're
stepped in.
questioning each other, lads. That the West Ham players are asking who was tracking him, which is good to see.
He done well there, Sofal. He done really
He
well.
did.
He did well.
Recovery run.
Man City corner.
And they're looking for one of these short work plays again, which we've seemed to have wised up to now and left a couple of players out there. Which they will do, because they do have some height, but I think we're quite a tall team these days, so I don't think they want to whip it straight in.
Which is what they've just
It is
done.
whipped in, and then straight out.
Away it goes.
Clever back
Oh.
heel, no one's closing
Still
down,
over.
back in again, way over the top.
That was way over.
You notice, like I said, they crossed it in first time and we won the first header, because they're not a very big team. And we are, really. We've got two big centre-backs, the two in the midfield, and Antonio. You're talking about 6 or 7 players that are quite tall.
So, lads, this time in the last game, we were 3-0 down.
Yep.
And Scott just says we're not 3-0 down on the 12-minute mark.
No, yeah, we were. It was a struggle, wasn't it?
But I mean, listen, we came up against Kane and Son, who are just like,
So I'll tell you what, Son is one of the most impressive players in the Premier League for me.
I don't want to say he's underrated because, in the sense that a lot of people recognise him, I don't think people recognise how good he actually is.
He's underrated if you compare him to Kane.
Yeah,
he is one of the best wingers in the league, and he's a player Son is a player that could walk into any team.
If he was English, mate, if he was playing for England, it would be.
If he wasn't, was it South Korean or North Korean? If he wasn't South Korean, they'd be treating him like
City found the ball through to Aguero inside the 18-yard box. West Ham have trapped back, fed the ball through.
Played across,
cleared
for. I think it should be a goal kick. Yeah. Yep. Ogbonna just done enough to put Mahrez off and skied it high for a goal kick.
Long Dark reckons that the ref's got a City shirt on. I haven't seen anything yet to suggest that. I don't know.
There's been a couple. I know what he's talking about. There's been a couple where it's gone into Antonio, and Antonio's gone down. The ref's not giving anything.
Okay, fair enough. Yep.
But in my opinion, they weren't fouls, so I don't think the referee done much. See, I don't like this. Why have we set up short for a short one? Like, no,
yeah,
to go
just
away,
boot it out. Boot it out.
No, come on.
Don't you dare, Fabianski.
Look around. Just get it up there.
Give
us a bit of respite.
Battered by Man City, and the one thing we'd always do is we take it short from a goal kick, so they can play the high pressing. Just play it long, and see what they do with it. Antonio lost the header, and it's gone back to Ederson. But Man City come forward again. But at least they're coming forward from their box.
Yeah,
and not us giving it away like 30 yards out from a defender.
Back by Declan Rice.
Tackle by Rice. Good. Go
on. Bowen is an 18-yard box.
Get in there. Bowen's got the ball. Unlucky. They've got good cover there. Good cover there.
I think that was Cancelo, who's the.
Have you noticed though? Every time we do ping that ball, Bowen's first to the ball. Every single time we ping that ball over that.
I don't want to look at the comments. But apparently, something's just happened. I don't want to look at the comments, but apparently, something's just happened.
Cross in there from Antonio.
Oh, oh my God!
Antonio with the overhead kick.
We just scored. What now, West Ham?
Oh my good grief!
Oh no, they're not VARing it, are they?
Can't be. What were they VAR it for? What could they possibly VAR it for?
I don't know if they are VARing it. I don't know if I'm.
No, they can't be VARing it.
What a goal from
Antonio. What an overhead kick! There is nothing. Nothing's wrong with that goal.
Bang! What a goal!
There's nothing wrong with that goal.
No offside, no handball.
Who's setting that in?
Sofal.
Sofal with a cross.
Sofal, yeah. It's another assist from him.
First time overhead kick.
If any, what a goal! What a goal! Good afternoon, young man. You joined us just at the right time.
He heard me celebrating.
What a goal! If anything, that would have been a penalty. He was being held.
If anything, it might have flicked off the defender's arm when he kicked it. If anything.
Oh my God, we're in dreamland, lads. We're in dreamland, aren't we?
Antonio stepped up to the plate again, lads.
What a great goal!
Fair, the Man City fan Andy come on last night, and he said the guy he feared was Antonio.
100%.
He was like, because he's the sort of player that he could play against them and do nothing, or he's sort of player that could come on and score a hat trick. So West Ham on the counter again now.
Come on, West Ham. Antonio's
got
Antonio.
Holding the ball up well.
Good ball from Declan.
Whipped in from Rice.
Whipped in again.
A nice whipping ball, though. Good
whipped in from Creswell. Oh, that'd be a free kick. Does he not give the free kick? Yeah, he give the free kick for that, surely. Antonio just basically cleared out the defender trying to volley it.
Oh my word, we're in dreamland. We're in dreamland.
Lads, what about, just as I was saying, like, but every time they feed that ball down the right-hand side, either Bowen or Sofal are feeling the confidence down that side. That's the side we should be attacking just now.
Which is that, funny enough, that side I would pinpoint because Cancelo isn't a left back.
Yeah,
they have got a right back playing left back. So
I'm glad you're all getting involved, guys. Thank you for all the comments and
Man City again in our half, prodding and probing, trying to come forward. And the thing is, the way Man City play and the way Pep has them as the mentality, the goal won't bother them. They'll still come forward. Aguero into the box. 1-2. Up and out, cleared by Souček.
Come on, West Ham.
Agreed, Scott. Brilliant cross from so far. I love the way he swings the ball in. Now we've got Creswell out on the left who can swing the ball in. Got Sofal who can swing the ball in. You know, so it's pretty good, isn't it?
Pep is devastated. Good tackle from Masuaku.
What's he giving a free kick for?
What's that for? What handball? What's he talking about? Thomas Souček handball. What a goal! What a goal! English Yardie, thanks for joining us, mate. What a goal!
Lads, that is a player full of confidence. Unbelievable confidence to be able to, to be able to do that athleticism at that position with a man on you. He was on him.
Pinned him, didn't he, Antonio? Pinned him back and just. That was just instinctive. He wouldn't think about it. He just threw a foot over, and I can't believe they've given a foul on Masuaku for that. That, to be fair, that one I did think was a good tackle, but it's crossed in, headed up and out by Bonner, I think, and then cleared by Masuaku.
Just gotta keep it tight now, West Ham. Just gotta keep it tight, lads.
Man City with the ball through the middle, cleared by Creswell. It's Fornals.
What do you think of this comment? Playing better without fans? Are we playing better with the fans not being on our backs?
There is that argument, to be fair, and I don't want to say it because I think for the most part we've all said, that was a risky pass.
I think there is an argument for that, but in particular, probably more so for West Ham because
that's what I was going to say.
Are we playing better without the fan protests, or are we playing better without?
I wouldn't say the protest.
I wouldn't even say the protest.
It's the pressure.
What's that, Anton?
The toxicity.
The toxicity of it all.
If we start playing poorly, like
how many years have we been going to West Ham? And I remember one game in particular a couple of seasons ago where we beat Swansea 1-0. I walked out of the game and I felt deflated.
Yeah, it felt like we lost.
We felt like we lost the game. Like that's what's currently that was. There's been rare occasions where we've gone to the game, walked out, and been absolutely over the top buzzing. And that's just because toxicity is feeding in within that stadium. We've got so much of the stuff. And finally now the side have probably looked around and gone, we don't have the pressure of the fans. And I'm not saying, listen, I want to be back there 100%. And when we do go back, I'm just hoping that we can continue some form in front of the fans. I think the fans going back, if I'm being brutally honest, is going to be a breath of fresh air for every club.
Yeah.
We'll probably give them all the boost that they've all needed. And if West Ham continue this and we get a boost from this, fans coming back, then
I'm going to put my colours on the mast here. As much as I don't like the owners, I don't want protests. I want
the top. Goal kick.
Goal kick.
Well
You know, I actually don't want. I'm not into. I'm into the board out, but I'm not into the whole protest thing. I think it just brings a sourness to the whole thing. You know, we've had a great start to the season. We don't want that to be soured in any way. I'm not saying that the protests are wrong. It's just not for me, really. I don't know what you guys think of that. Aaron, one day the London doors will open. There's going to be a claret flood.
Go on, Antonio. Go on, Antonio. Go on, Antonio.
Go on. Hit it. Oh, was that a
Oi, mate. Penalty?
No, he's not giving it.
At least look at it. No?
They might look at it, but he won't.
Antonio got behind the two defenders. Oh,
that is a fucking penalty. Oh, that's a penalty.
He's not even.
He should have at least looked at that. No,
VAR may call him back for it, but we'll see. They'll play on.
Well, it's too late now because it's.
No, it's not. They can pull it back. Mahrez cuts inside Soufal. Mahrez with a cross, back post.
Good save. To be fair, it wasn't a hard save, but what happened there was Antonio got inside, got ahead of the two defenders, and was literally one-on-one with the keeper. The player came back, put his foot across Antonio, but didn't get hold of the ball. It wasn't like your most obvious of fouls, but he didn't get the ball, and Antonio went down and he made connection. To me, from my second viewing of that, that's a penalty.
I'd say at this point now they're not going to look at it because it's been long enough now.
Yeah, it's been too long, isn't it? But I tell you what, that
I've seen it given.
I've seen that given,
and it's probably it's one of them ones where because they have to say it has to be a clear and concise error for VAR to get involved, and this is one of them sort of grey area penalties where. Yeah.
Well, he didn't get the ball, mate. He didn't get the ball. He's nowhere near the ball.
He got the
this
man
is what
and
confused.
He
didn't touch the ball, did he?
He touched the man first, then he touched the ball. For me, that's how I saw
other people are saying penalty. You know, I don't know, mate. I don't know.
I think it's one of them sort of grey area ones where had the ref given it, VAR wouldn't have overruled him. But then because he's not giving it, VAR are like, well, it's not. It's got to be 100% clear and concise. Is the technical thing for them to overrule it? But they don't know what they're doing anyway, do they? Because they could have given the penalty for Liverpool last week when Van Dijk got taken down.
It's a good cross. It's gone out.
But the VAR official said that.
What are you doing if you're Sepp?
Should have had VAR there. You know.
What are you doing if you're Sepp Haller sitting on the bench, looking at this? I mean, I think he's confident.
Fair, mate. There's nothing you can do about it right now, is there?
If you're looking at the confidence of Antonio, I mean, I'm sorry. Rewatch that goal from a non-natural born goal scorer.
Yeah.
A goal like that, that's just.
Good morning, Gary. Thank you for joining us from the USA, mate. I love our overseas fans. I love it. I love when they come on.
That's what I'd say.
Yeah, I agree. If that was in our penalty area, it would have been called. It would have been called, and unfortunately, that's what makes a mockery of the whole process.
VAR, yeah. Well, I said they don't know what they're doing half the time anyway. Still, like that penalty, the foul on Van Dijk last week, when Pickford should have been sent off and the penalty should have been given.
Yeah,
the VAR officials said they didn't give it because they thought the offside meant they couldn't give it.
What?
Yep, that's what they said. They were like, "Oh, the VAR officials made a mistake because it got ruled for offside in the build-up. They thought they couldn't give it. They thought the VAR just overruled it, so they don't even know what they're doing half the time anyway." But I mean, they should have at least had a look.
They should have had a look, exactly.
Just
holding on to the ball in the West Ham half, playing passes, keeping possession.
They're probing, looking for that one ball, which is what they do. They'll work it side to side, try and run us ragged, and then find that one thready
tire us out. Yeah. Anton, Darlit reckons you should be called Antonio at home, and then your father replied, "We call him Antonio at home. Well, we call him something completely different on Irons United."
But still can't say it at this time in the day.
Man City attacking the left-hand side again, probing at West Ham. They're inside the box now. Back out on the left-hand side. Crosses in.
Soufal. Stood it up to the back post.
Nice touch. He clears out.
Straight is it? I didn't get the distance.
Oh, Masuaku, mate.
Good half tackle from them, Rice. That's a booking. That's a booking.
Mate.
He'll call it back.
He'll call it back for that booking.
Book him.
Oh, he's got
when that goes up. Yeah, but he can't do it until it goes out of play, can he? He's got to wait for a natural stop in the game now.
Right hand wing.
Oh, so this is it
Was
trying to
that
square up for
Rodri?
as well.
I remember if that was Rodri in the middle of the park. I remember the first game against us when he was signed for City. That's all he
Sterling
did.
coming into the box. Sterling on up shot. 4 players in front of him. He's been forced back out of the box again. Man City trying to slow it down again. They've gone backwards. I think it's Rodri, and I just hope now that we haven't had too long in between it for him not to go back for it.
Now, Rodri, when he played his first game against us, the first season, look,
he's not given. No,
he should have been booked for that. The first game against us, all he did was niggly fouls, all to break up our play. And he's done it again. He should have been booked
pulled
for
him
that.
by the arm and by the shirt and pulled him
He's
back.
working his way through again inside the 18-yard box for Man City, right on the edge of the 18-yard box, taking on 1-1 with Masuaku. He's still got a hold of the ball. I think that's Mahrez. He goes for a big cross in, and it goes out for a West Ham goal kick.
Now what? I can't believe they're looking at him again now on the TV, and I think Declan Rice is having a word here. Like, it was Gundogan.
Yeah, look. Why has he not got a bloody booking for that?
It's a professional foul.
Right in front of the referee.
Yeah. And fair enough, he played the advantage, but once it went dead, he should have been booking him.
Is he going?
No, he's not.
Get your bloody card out, mate.
Moyes has had a word. Moyes is angry now. Rice
Go
has had
on,
a word.
Moyes.
Moyes is saying the same thing. Like, yeah, fair enough, he played the advantage, but where's the booking? How can you say that's not a booking? All he's now done is given an opportunity that he can now do that again.
Exactly. Because the second one like that, he should be going off.
Man City again, ball on the halfway line, probing into Aguero.
Now I bet you the next challenge West Ham do, he'll get his card. Look, I'd watch him get his card out.
What was that? Augie and Fornals kind of sandwiched Aguero. It was nothing.
That wasn't even a foul. That wasn't even a bloody foul.
If he'd have done it for Ogbonna, I'd still say no, but Ogbonna's pushed shouldered past him. Aguero's run into Fornals. Where's Fornals supposed to go there? Man City switched it wide out to left-hand side now. Good tackle from Kufal, pushing them back again. Since the goal, it has been Man City on the ball again.
Aiden, no, mate. It's a poster. A massive poster. Nice, isn't it?
Still ain't young enough and technology advanced enough for the green screen.
I don't want a green screen, mate. They're bloody awful.
Squaring up against Masuaku. Solid Masuaku.
Well done.
Well played.
Well done, Masuaku.
Down the line
Well
for Antonio.
Go on, Antonio.
Go on, Antonio.
Well played,
Go on,
Antonio.
Oh, unlucky. Man City.
Unlucky.
Back.
Well played, Antonio.
Yeah, fans are looking at this. Soham has just mentioned it. We're beginning to think that the referee is a little bit too biased now. You know, it ain't nice.
Someone made the comment earlier and I said no, and now I'm a bit like, eh.
Yeah. As the game goes on, you're starting to beginning to think.
He is an awful ref, Anthony Taylor, I'll be honest. Whipped in or headed out by Ogbonna. Masuaku with the second header. Fornals back to Masuaku. Souček back to Creswell in our own box.
Out for a West Ham.
Creswell gets the goal kick.
Well, we are 32 and a half minutes in, according to us. Others, you're probably about 35 minutes in, and it's still 1-0 to West Ham.
I think everyone else is at half time, aren't they?
There you go. I thought I'd never forgive Dean for costing us games in past. Blatant. We've had some awful, decisions against us over the years. Cal, good afternoon. I'm an Everton fan. From the Man City Fan TV video, what's your opinion on Moyes? Well, what can we say about Moyes? He's really begun to show West Ham in the way that we want him to show. We playing well, defending well, scoring. I mean, he's been a revelation, hasn't he? He's been what we never thought he'd be.
He's been given the chance to put his stamp on the team, and he's sort of trying to turn us back into that Everton team that he had. It's the fairest thing you can say, because Everton were much like this, solid defensively, great on the counter-attack.
I tell you what, so Man City there have just shot from 30 yards out, and I tell you what, I take that all day long.
Cal,
if West Ham are forcing Man City to shoot from 30 yards of distance,
so be it.
that the whole
Yep.
game.
Also,
Cal,
as well,
have
that
you
was the
been-
centre back.
Cal, have you been watching the Man City Fan TV video? Are they doing a watch along? If they are, tell us what they're saying, what they feel about the game. Ace is in a happy mood. West Ham till I die. I'm West Ham till I die.
Go on, West Ham. Right,
on, man.
on the wing with Masuaku. Looking for the overlap from someone. Yeah,
Go on.
Creswell with the overlap.
Runs in, good cross
Whips
into
it in.
Antonio. Cleared
Oh.
from outside defender, West Ham corner. What I noticed there about West Ham attacking was if you look at the 4 or 5 players that were running into that box when Masuaku had the ball, they were all making runs. They were not standing static.
Which is
They were
problems
not-
we've had in the past, don't we? Everyone just stands still and there's no movement, and that's
Which is
where
what
we
we've been so
struggle.
used to for so long.
Cal saying, I don't like Moyes as a person, but he's tactically very good. Look what he did to turn us into a proper team. And that's what we're hoping he's going to do for West Ham. And so far, so good, I think.
Cross in.
Cross in from West Ham.
Cleared up and out. Kufal out to Bowen.
Out wide, Bowen.
Cross in
Swing
from
it in,
Bowen.
Bowen.
Into the
Good
back
cross
post.
in.
Oof.
Clever footballer, isn't he? Good tracking back by Bowen, though. Get the ball out. Well done. Heads it
Good
out
header.
for.
That'll
Good
do.
header out for a
Well
throw
done.
in.
Well done.
He's everywhere in
Pete
that
Jones
part.
said he's on 34 minutes. He's a bit behind us then.
Peter's on 34 minutes.
He's a minute behind us.
So City have got the ball again out wide on the right. Laid back in.
They're probing,
Out
mate.
wide
What they
again.
do. They switch the well.
Good
done again,
challenge. Good
Masuaku.
challenge. Well done, West
And
Ham.
4 nows.
I'll tell you what, we're defending in numbers, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're not giving them the line. That was awful. The line between the back and the midfield is a lot narrower than it has been before. Let him stay puzzled. Apparently, don't say that. Did you hear what the commentator?
No, I
commentator
have the
said?
sound off these days.
Fabianski's had very little to do. That is a jinx.
Oh, that's the complex
jinx.
curse.
Declan Rice.
You never say that.
Ball back out. West Ham get a hold of the ball. Go out
Out
wide.
wide, good ball. Go
Good
on,
ball,
Sofal.
Sofal.
Out wide again.
Bowen.
To Bowen. Bowen's getting closed down. Into 4 nows, who's actually in the middle at the moment. Back to Oggy.
Out to
Well
Well
played,
Creswell.
played, West
again.
Ham.
Finds
Ball looking
Masuaku.
down line for Masuaku.
Inside from
touch. Good
Masuaku.
touch, Masuaku.
Go on. Look at Bowen.
Switch
Look at
it.
Bowen. Look at Bowen.
Oh, wrong way, Masuaku.
There was no one on Bowen. Creswell.
Antonio Creswell looking for the whip.
Oh,
Oh,
honestly,
unlucky.
I could just looked up there. Bowen had not a single player on him.
Yeah, he went the wrong way, didn't he?
Cal's asking, what's our opinion on Diop? Highly rated, he reckons.
Well, he got injured, didn't he? That's why he got dropped. But the problem is, when we've been playing well, you can't really reward you. If you reward a player by dropping him for your favourite, then you've just shown your team that it doesn't matter how well you play.
Do you think it's worked out for Diop? You know, there's not. We paid an awful lot of attention on our other signings.
I
Like,
think
you know, players
he
in
would
midfield
work
and up
very
front.
well in this position. I think he'd work very well in a back three.
In a back three.
Yeah, because he'd like
Fabian.
playing with the ball as well. So I think
Yeah.
if he played in Balbuena's position, I think we'd seen him get back into his best form again. Don't forget, he's only 23,
23,
24.
Yeah.
He's very young for a centre back.
Yeah.
So
Here's one. Scott reckons Alazy may be better than Diop, and Diop is a decent player.
Honestly,
good
I
effort
do.
for Antonio.
I do rate Diop.
Alessi, there's potential with Alessi. It's just whether he can find it, because obviously Alessi's a lot younger than Diop.
Just quick-
What does Alazy say? He's 19, isn't he?
What minute are you on?
I'm on. I can't see now because they got fouls on the screen. 38.
38 minutes.
Yeah, if someone phones you, it just delays the lag. It just really annoys me now.
Oh, you've just refresh your stream.
That's what I'm doing.
Ace, they are playing so well at the moment.
crossing.
Obviously, the top
We'll
6
take
for our boys. That's Fabianski. Top 6 for us, mate. Lads, top 6 finish
Come on.
this season.
I'd take top 10 to be honest. But it's going to be the Man City fan actually last night. He said the way the season's going at the moment, it's a very strange season. You know, anyone could beat anyone.
But to be fair, though, Matt, it was a strange season when Leicester won the league.
Well, that year we finished. We should have finished top 4, and we finished 7th.
Come on,
Bowen
West.
on the right,
Looking
swung
for
in,
Antonio in the
good
middle.
ball. That's a good
Good
ball.
Antonio.
Antonio, unlucky.
Probably given a
Come on,
foul for that,
get
hasn't
out.
he? Yeah, he's given a foul for that.
Another foul. See, this is what. So he had a
He's given a foul for
clear,
Antonio.
he had a clear
pushing in.
foul on Rice, and he didn't do anything about that. And this, what was that? That was hardly did anything.
As Man City have taken it quick. Oh, good recovery from Masuaku.
Oh, well done, ref. You're allowed play on there.
Fornals running at Carl Walker. Coming inside, looks to switch it, got deflected. Oh, then that's surely a foul, is it not? Oh, we go. Fair enough.
Oh, we gave it.
He
He gave it. Well done. Well
there's no
done.
way he couldn't give the Antonio one. 10 seconds earlier and
Exactly.
not give the
He's got to
Sterling
be
one.
consistent, isn't he?
'Cause
And that is no
Sterling's-
more of a foul than Antonio's
I
was.
don't think it is a foul, but I do think
No.
Antonio's one was a foul. But he's given one,
Yeah.
he's got to give the other. The refs in the Premier League are awful, but all we want is consistency. At least if you're consistent on your decisions, then fair enough.
So Creswell's coming over to take this
It's an
free
awkward
kick.
position, though.
It's
this
a
one.
bit central, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the ones you struggle with.
Oh,
Oh, he tried to play the old.
Oh,
He tried the old. Did we that against Liverpool, didn't we?
yeah.
A couple of years back when Antonio scored. But I didn't like Antonio was actually switched on for it.
The problem was the other player didn't know he was doing it.
No, Antonio had no
Yeah.
idea. Antonio just watched the ball run past him, was like, "Oh, that was supposed to be me, was it?"
Man City on the attack down the left-hand side. Try to feed the ball through, but Fabianski comes in, takes it.
Yeah, well played, West Ham. So what I said about Sterling, don't give him the space running behind. There was not a lot of space there, so the ball would have to be inch perfect. And luckily, really, the only guy that can do that for Man City is sitting on the bench. So
that weren't
Ooh.
handball.
Was
That wasn't a handball.
Come off his thigh, didn't it?
What a goal! What a goal! I mean, we're getting sport here. Haven't we? Manu
Oh,
did
West
that
Ham
one
got a
goal
free kick
last
again.
week. Now Antonio does this. I mean, this is the way, lads. I mean, I'm kind of speechless in a way. I don't know what's going on. It's
Antonio. Fucking brilliant.
Look at this stat. Only Kane has more goals than Antonio since the restart.
Do you know what? What was that Scott that wrote that?
Yeah.
Scott, do me a favour. Is that? Hold on. Oh, Antonio's on it. But oh my God! Go ahead.
Go on, Antonio. Oh, defender just got in the way in time. Man City scramble it out.
Is that
Why
true?
did you? What?
Is that true? Because that's Antonio's third goal this season, and I'm sure Antonio got 10 goals since his project restart. So that's 13 goals. I thought has Kane scored 13 goals?
Wait, I don't know. I think he's on 4 or 5 for this season. I don't know how many he scored last season. But he did hit form at the back end of last season, didn't he? Because he'd been off injured and he came in for Project Restart.
We need to keep it with a
Tight.
clean sheet till half time, don't we?
Yeah. Man City again on the halfway line, probbing and probing, switching it left to right, looking for that gap in.
Don't know what to do with yourself for the rest. For the rest of the Saturday when you have an early kickoff, do you?
No, it's a bit of a weird one. Although
Just
sometimes
watch
it's
it.
not. Sometimes you can just watch Soccer
Oh,
Saturday.
he's got hold of the ball. Go on, Bowen.
Ross. Go on, Deck. Go on, Bowen.
He has
Go on,
got
Bowen.
it. It's out in the wide right, inside, deep
Back
inside
into
the West
Deck.
Ham half. Declan Rice.
Declan,
Switches
crosses
it across
it
the far
in.
post for 4 nows.
For now,
Fornals.
Masuaku. Oh, it's shoot from
Oh.
distance. So check another clearance from Man City.
oh,
Back to Rice. Rice looking for an option back
Right,
out wide. to
come
Creswell.
on, you Hammers! This is what we want.
4 nows. 4 nows
Good
looking for
cross
the
in there
option
for
in. Deep. Oh, just too wide for Suchek.
What are these
Back
two
to-
doing? Bowen.
Bowen took control of the situation.
Bowen's got the ball.
Back to Rice.
Back to Declan.
To
Goes
Balbuena.
all the way back. And
Good
off
ball
it
that
goes
way,
again. So
Good
foul.
ball. Go on, Sufal.
Go on, get it in. Unlucky. Unlucky.
That was a good ball from Balbuena, to be fair.
Good play from West Ham. Good bit of pressure. Yeah. Even Guardiola's clapping for us there.
So Scott says Kane has got 5 this season.
Or maybe he means this season, as in, like, he don't know, and he scored more.
So they're just giving us some stats there. West Ham have had 138 passes, 69% success rate. Man City 303 passes with 91% success rate. But it's fine if they pass all the way through that midfield as long as we stop that threat in the final third, which currently we are doing. Touchwood, we continue to do.
Scott, we're talking about since restart, mate. When Project Restart. Yeah, so I think Antonio might be ahead since Project Restart, but I might be wrong.
Ooh, risky from Bowen.
Yeah, you got it though.
Creswell and
well
nice
played,
between them, sort that situation. Bonner.
Soham, agreed, mate. Pleasing to see us going forward so quick. Yeah, we've become a decent counter-attacking team.
Yeah.
On,
one thing was done well. Go on, Antonio. Go on.
That's a great ball. Go on, Southall, bring it in. Go on, get on the end of that. So,
Souček
tried a flick from behind him.
Well done, Deckers.
Well done, Deck. Well retained. That's Babuena then.
Jack, are you glad that you got to see that goal live without binoculars? I've got to be honest, Jack. I don't know what you are. Are you an Arsenal fan or a Spurs fan? I've got to be honest, mate. I'd rather be there no matter what the view is. But there you go.
Yeah, I'd rather be there. Although saying that, I don't think you need binoculars anyway, do you, where you're sitting still? You're all right.
I'm all right where I am. Yeah.
I might need to get the binoculars out, but...
Well, I've just our stand has just been replaced, so we're now straight rather than a curve. So it's going to be.
You're still further away.
I actually am now further away. Yeah.
Isn't it like a couple? It's centimeters, isn't it? But it's not like a lot. But it's actually technically further away.
Say again, mate.
So it's not a lot, is it? But it is actually.
I'm about 5. It's roughly about 4 rows further back than what I was, but you know,
is it that much as that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, more or less.
I was watching the Man United Paris Saint-Germain game midweek, and you see behind the goals at the Paris Saint-Germain stadium,
massive gap,
huge gap, fucking huge. He said it's
logic
in a lot of clubs around Europe. I mean, I don't like the gap, but
Man City trying to push for this equaliser up before half time.
It's half time, lads. Yeah. Logic, who's your favourite player in West? Who's your favourite player at West Ham at the moment, lads? Half time.
Half time. West Ham 1, Man City 0. And of course, it is the following is about to take place. But he's not here, and it's not.
Where's Alf?
It's still Anton and Matt. You're joining us for the halftime report, and it's West Ham 1, thanks to a fantastic goal from Miguel Antonio, who does an overhead kick, thanks to a fantastic ball crossing from Sofal to make it 1-0 to West Ham.
What a goal!
And we are obviously in at the break, 1-0 ahead, and we've now got our guest coming back in. His name is Jake. Jake has his own West Ham channel, West Ham Unofficial. Jake, show us your celebration, my man. Come on, yes.
Jake, what do you think of that half there, Jake?
Oh, wow. We defended, we attacked, everything. We did really, really well. And what a goal from Antonio.
Fantastic, yeah. Who's your standout player of the team so far? Is there a standout player at West Ham?
Well, obviously there's Antonio who scored the goal, but I thought Bone was very good on the right-hand side, running down and getting the ball into the box.
So what do you think? How do you think it's going to play out in the second half? Do you think they're going to change tactics to come at us, or do you think we just need to just hold tight as we are?
Yeah, I think we just need to hold tight, and I think that obviously they're going to bring De Bruyne on at some point, and Souček and Rice have got to keep doing what they're doing to get to stop them and keep them in their pocket, I think.
Yeah, agreed. So it's all looking good. I mean, did you did you cheer? Did you shout when we scored?
Yes, yeah.
So when are you going to do your next show on your channel? Are you going to do a review later on about this game, or
later on? Hopefully, yeah, 6 or 7, hopefully.
Right, we'll give that a little plug for you as well, mate.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to look at some of the halftime stats, which is what we kind of tend to do sometimes. So let's get them up for you guys, if I can find them. Where are we? Come on. Match stats. Here we are. You ready? So Man City have got possession 66% to West Ham's 34%. Man City have had 5 shots to West Ham's 4. Both teams have had 1 shot on target. Of course, West Ham's went into that back of that net thanks to that great goal from Antonio. Man City's succession pass rate is 91%, and West Ham's succession pass rate is 72%. West Ham have had 3 key passes to Man City's 4 key passes. West Ham have been successful in 2 out of their 10 crosses, and Man City have been successful in 1 out of their 12 attempts at crosses. West Ham have got a 75% success rate from dribbles. We've successfully attempted 3 out of 4, and Man City have successfully attempted 4 out of 9. So they're trying, but they can't seem to break down that midfield and that defense. They're definitely struggling in the final third. You know, Matt, what do you think of where is this battle in the first half being won?
I think Man City are sort of playing into their own downfall at the moment. I think they've been I think the passing's been somewhat pedestrian. I don't think they're anywhere near as quick but as zippy as Pep would like. I'm sure he's going to mention that at half time. And like the Man City fans said, they don't cover their defence enough in the midfield. So, you know, you think of how much protection the back threes had from both Rice and Souček, whereas apart from that one foul where Gundogan, shall I say, should have gone in the book, you haven't really seen much of Rodri and Gundogan protecting that back four. And if we counter-attack, they sort of let them get in at them. And it's us frustrating. And, you know, like I said, I thought we'd play more defensive. Moyes has looked at it and decided to go with it, you know, much opposite of what we played against Tottenham last week. But yeah, I don't think Pep's going to be happy. I think they sort of played into our hands. Too much sideways passing, too slow, not enough cover at the back when we do try and recycle it and counter.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an interesting second half.
Absolutely. Let's bring in another guest. We'll come back to you in a second. Jake, stay there, though. Stay where it says.
Right, boys.
1-0 up, half time, mate. Thoughts?
I thought I'd jump on quickly. I can't stay too long because I'm at the Vic at the moment. So.
Oh, good man. Good man. Talk to us then. What's your thoughts?
I think it's a perfect first half, to be honest. City they've had all the ball, but they've not done anything with it, like, to be honest with you. I think, obviously, the first 5-10 minutes, like, they were getting behind us and we kept giving the ball away cheaply. But other than that, we've played so good. You can't really argue it.
Sis, every time you come on the show, you look shocked, mate. You look shocked.
No,
you're in crazy disbelief,
very,
mate.
very shocked, mate. But we just got to keep playing our football, mate. That's what we need to do. Like, second half, I think City are going to come at us, but we just have to weather the storm, hit them on a break, do the exact same thing for the first goal. I think we get one more goal, I think they'll crumble.
Yeah. Cess,
agreed.
I know you're not going to stay on for long, so I'll just keep talking to you just now, Cess. How important has Bowen been for us tonight? You know, it looks like, or today, sorry. I mean, he looks like he's so effective down that right-hand side, and the players are struggling to keep a hold of him, to be honest, aren't they?
So I couldn't hear you once. Say that again.
Jared Bowen down the right-hand side, they're really struggling to keep him and keep him, you know, under wraps, to be honest, aren't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think Bowen's been he's been amazing, mate. He's been such a revelation for us, to be honest. I think
he really has.
He really has. I think like it's good. I think in a way it's good that we haven't played like rush better up. I think we should just ease him in into it. Do what we did with Bowen, like just put him a few times here and there, and then when Benarara comes on, then I'm telling you, he'll be a problem as well. So imagine like Bowen on one side and Benarara on the other side.
Yeah, it really is a kind of interesting, exciting threat. I mean, Jake, what's your thoughts on Bowen's performance as well, and probably our midfield performance?
The whole midfield has been really good, especially with Bowen running down that thing. He hasn't getting down, putting early balls has been really positive to Antonio. So obviously, and one of them went in with that fantastic little head kick.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a little comment here for Jake from WMP. Don't know if you can see that, Jake. Top channel, Jake. And WMP has watched some of your shows. Well done, mate.
Yeah. To be fair, I caught his Tottenham one. It's actually really, really good video. So top
So
notch,
like I said, for anyone that's watching, go and subscribe to Jake's channel, West Ham Unofficial. Seth, talk to me about the main man, Mikel Antonio. Mate, what a goal. Talk to me about the goal.
I went absolutely mental. I literally turned for a second. That's all I said, like it was an overhead kick. But it's Antonio. That he's incredible. He really is.
He's just stepping up to the mark, occasion after occasion after occasion, isn't he?
Isn't it interesting with Antonio? You know, you play him at right back, he does really well as a right back. You play him at right wing, he does really well at right wing. You play him up front, he's become a natural goal scorer. I mean, he's an old-fashioned utility player, isn't he?
Yeah, the ultimate utility man. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't want to give him a compliment at the right back position. I don't want to see Antonio in right back ever again, if I'm completely honest. But Jake, you know, when you look at Antonio's goal and you're Sebastian Haller sitting on the bench, you look at the difference there in confidence. I mean, it's a fantastic goal for anyone to see. A player like any player would have liked to score that kind of goal.
Don't think he caught that.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, great goal. Didn't really catch all of that.
Oh, I don't know if we've. Are you still there, Jake?
He is. I can hear him.
Yep. So we're just. I mean, Antonio really is the big man. I mean, he's got 3 goals this season. He is such a threat going forward, and like you said, Cess, mate, you know, when you've got Bowen on one wing with the potential on the other wing to feed him in balls. I mean, Rick, how's Masuaku been? I mean, what's your thoughts on Masuaku so far? Can you hear me, Seth?
No, sorry. No, I couldn't hear you there, mate.
What's your thoughts on Masuaku?
The thing is, I can't fault any player. Like, same with Masuaku. I can't fault any player on that pitch at the moment. I really can't. I think they're playing the perfect game, to be honest. And I think the second half, if we get one more, City are done for. I think other than Sterling is the main threat for them. I think Aguero struggled. Aguero's been struggling for like a few seasons. I think the injury that he had recently has done him over. I think playing Cancelo, who's like a right back, playing him at like centre mid. It's like foreign to him. It's like he's all over the place. To be honest, I don't see what he's doing there. And obviously with to be honest with Ruben Diaz, I think he's a good defender. That's the only positive for City for them. But other than that, nah.
Jake, do you see any substitutions being made in the second half from West Ham?
I don't know if he caught that, mate.
Don't think he caught that. Should we go? Can we go on to something here that does concern me? There's a comment here from Arrived. Is it only me that feels that this ref is not exactly being fair?
Hey, how do you not get booked for that?
How? Yeah, on Declan Rice.
Yeah. That should have been a booking. That's a clear yellow. I'm telling you, if that was Souček that done that,
it would have been
back,
done.
And he'll pull it back and he'll give him a yellow. I'm telling you.
And as Anton said during the game, you know, that gives that player another opportunity to foul where he should be on a warning now.
Should be on yellow.
And I think that if anything happens in this game where we don't get a positive result, I reckon it's going to be the ref that's going to be involved in that.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
There you go.
We'll jump on some comments.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through them, mate. So let's have a look. Let's get down.
Jake, while you're still here, can you hear us, Jake? Okay.
Yeah, I can agree with this comment about City not intimidating us. It's exactly what I said earlier. That they're not intimidating us whatsoever.
No,
literally.
Yeah,
I agree. Other than Sterling, who's being a bit of a threat. Other than that,
we're definitely nullifying that final third process, aren't we? Like, you know, they're attacking, they're trying to build up play slowly. When it comes to the final third, our midfield and our defence are standing up to and forcing them to either shoot from distance or try the long ball over the top, which is allowing players West Ham to clear up Fabianski to obviously clear up the ball.
And people are praising Sofal. Paul Parker stated that Sofal is one of those old 1.5 defenders, always on the turn. He's just slotted in really well, hasn't he, Sofal?
Yeah, absolutely. I love the look of Kufal. I said it from like the first moment we met him, but literally he's gonna be a difference for us. I'm telling you.
He is made a massive difference. And Trod is saying Cess is lucky. Get him on every week until we lose, and then kick him off. Lee, Sofal is the RoboCop from Slavia Prague. He's my new Terminator. Yeah, people are really. I agree. Sofal has been a revelation for the money we paid for him. What was it £5 million?
That's a shrewd buy.
Shrewd buy.
Very
Troj, perfect blend of defence and attack, much better than Allardyce defensive. Who? Allah who? Allah who? Allah who? Supuru Pereru. Sorry for mispronouncing. Bro, what do you think which country have a best football system? Which country? I don't know. Which country's got the best football system?
It's hard. I'll probably say Germany, maybe.
Yeah, that's a fair shout, Germany.
I'll say
Germany, yeah.
But...
Can you hear us there? Jake?
Right, boys, I'm going to shoot. My battery's probably going to die.
Right, mate.
Now, so
speak to you later.
Hopefully we get. See you later, boys.
See you later, mate.
Yes, mate.
Jake, are you with us? I think Jake is
lost. Jake.
Lost Jake. Shame that.
If you can hear us, Jake, if you want to come back on, you can click the link again. Try it again.
Here's an interesting comment. Rice has been shouting at Balbuena. He keeps coming out of the hole too early. That's good leadership if that's what's been happening. You know, that's what we want. We want a captain that is going to bark orders around, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. It should be organised. Well, ideally, you want someone in the back four doing it, but if someone, or the back three, should say, but if someone of them's not doing it, then you want your captain giving orders, yeah.
Here we go.
Balbuena is jumping too early.
Here we go. Sky is showing.
It does look like a handball, to be fair. I've seen some pictures on Twitter.
Sky is constantly showing Souček's supposed handball over and over. So is that going to influence the referee? Do you think that Man City are going to have a word in the referee's ear going, you should have...
Apparently it doesn't count now because the way the play went. They were saying last year's rules, it would have counted, they would have disallowed it. Do you remember the one we scored at Sheffield United?
When it was disallowed because of Declan, yeah.
So in the same way the rules were last year, this goal would have been disallowed. But apparently, because it wasn't an immediate impact to cause the goal, because obviously he handballed it, but then he ran down into the corner flag, controlled it, passed it back, and the cross come in.
Right.
I think had Souček handballed it and then crossed it in, it would have been disallowed. Because he still had to run into the corner flag, turn around and pass it back. Under the new rules, it doesn't count.
I just think the TV channels showing that over and over again, it puts a negative on the game rather than a positive.
Well, it wouldn't affect the ref because it wasn't the ref's fault, was it? The ref had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but if Man City have seen that and then they start, nipping away in his ear, you shouldn't have given that his handball. It might influence the way the ref performs in the second half.
We could turn around and say the same thing about we didn't book the guy when you gave the advantage. You didn't give him a penalty.
True.
At the end of the day, they've had one bad decision. We've had two.
Yeah. Troj says the commentators are as bad as the officials. Big club's bias is worse with VAR. I agree with that. I think the commentators sometimes are as bad as VAR. It looks like it always looks as if the bigger teams get the decisions, and even the commentators go on the side of the big teams. Is that us thinking stupidly, or do you think that's true?
Well, I think it is true. I think it's because, generally speaking, the bigger teams doing more attacking, so then they're going to get more decisions because they just have more decisions in general. But I've always been one to say that I don't think you should always have... Sky always do it. I don't know about BT, but Sky always do it. And they always have, if Man United playing, Gary Neville commentates. And if Liverpool playing, Carroll commentates. Whereas I think they've got enough commentators that a commentator that's got an affiliation with a club shouldn't commentate that game.
No, I kind of agree with you.
You will get the commentator bias.
Yeah. Second half is underway, by the way. Second half is underway.
I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. United!
Corner ball to Man City. We are 46 minutes in. First corner of the second half. In it swings and away it goes. Good defending again from West Ham. Everyone behind the ball. Goes out to the right. I don't know if there's been any Man City changes. There haven't been any West Ham changes. That's a throw into West Ham. VAR doesn't affect subconscious bias. Let's just get a few more of your comments in before we start focusing on the second half. Eamon, good afternoon, mate. Thanks for joining us. Fornals scored an overhead kick like Antonio's in training, and at that time I thought Fornals would do it in the match against Man City, but I'll take Antonio's. Well, we take any goal in that. What do we want to see in the second half, Sosha? Good afternoon, mate. More of the same, I think. We want to keep it tight. Don't, frustrate them.
Well, Man City have made a sub at half time.
They have they?
So it looks like Sterling's be playing centre forward this half because they've taken Aguero off.
Oh, they've taken who have they brought on?
Phil Foden.
The ball just outside the 18-yard box. It's corner ball.
Yeah, so that's someone that will try and run between the lines and try and pick the passes. I mean, it's not De Bruyne yet, but
well, people are saying let's hope De Bruyne doesn't come on. De Bruyne's not fit, is he?
He's not. It's not a bad one to bring on. Well, De Bruyne is on the bench.
Short corner from City out wide.
Mahrez across the middle to Walker. Walker looks to whip it in. Oh, good
away it goes again.
Done right.
Get it away. Get it away. Well done, West Ham.
Good control.
Antonio's got it. Laid out wide.
Bowen back to Antonio.
Go on, Antonio. Muscle him. Well played, Antonio.
Good tackle in from Walker. Man City come forward again. Yeah, it's
second half is all about concentration, a little bit of luck, and reminding Man City now and again we can hurt them on the counter attack. Agreed, mate. Keep it tight, and I think we don't need to worry about De Bruyne, guys. I know there's a lot of comment about De Bruyne. We're worried about De Bruyne. If De Bruyne was fit, he'd be playing. So,
Well, it's interesting. Andy, the Man City fan, said he said no disrespect to West Ham yesterday. He said, I don't think they'll risk him.
Don't think they'll risk him?
Because he's not 100% fit. He's on the bench. And
Right.
they've got a lot of games coming up, and he is very integral to their team.
Epic Hash, good afternoon. Eastern Europe has a lot more to offer than just SoFal. Players from small countries are underrated. You know what, mate? We've done well buying players from, here's a good shout. We've done well buying players from Eastern European countries. And, and I wouldn't be surprised if we go into that market again when we start looking for replacements for central midfield, etc.
Good closing down from Kufal, pushing them backwards again. Man City much started in the second half like they finished the first.
Jeff, no drinking yet? Far too early, mate. Far too early. Eamon, is it too early to sing We Are Staying Up?
Some of the Man City subs are warming up. Focusing on De Bruyne.
Neil, that is correct. We are currently third in the league. Ayatollah of a rock and roller. Glory to Man U. You're in the wrong channel, but thanks for joining us.
See that link I've sent? See that link I sent to Matt still?
I haven't seen it. No.
No, I sent him a link. See,
all right.
From that thing that we use, there's an option that says generate link. If you generate that link, I've now put it from my phone to my laptop, and it's quality.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, someone's got in the book here. He's given a booking for that.
That is so innocuous.
He's given a book. I mean, yeah, he has got into him, but
good point there, Trodge. People are conditioned to seeing the top 100 mil players winning free kicks, etc. It is a conditioning. I totally agree. Totally agree.
Man City with the ball out wide.
I've just sent you the picture.
Cancelo's
mate,
running
thank you.
behind Kufal. Foden with a touch, turn, shoots, goal.
Oh.
It's only taking 6 minutes
That's
on the
not
restart.
what we wanted.
Foden coming on.
Not
Found
what
the
we
space.
wanted.
Cancelo blistering past Sufal. Whipped it into the near post. He takes one touch, turns, shoots, scores at near post.
That's unfortunate because Sofal's had such a good game and he turned.
Oh, Bonner just couldn't get close enough, quick enough.
Too much space given to him in the
Yeah.
18-yard box. Far
Took
too
it
much
well,
space
though.
for him to turn. He did take it well. 1-1, people. Eamon, is it too early? Is it too early to say we're staying up? No, yes, it is. We should be singing "Here Europe, Here We Come." No, we shouldn't.
Antonio's
Not
off.
after that. Oh,
It's off. Who's he brought on? Haller?
it's brought on Yarmolenko.
Yarmolenko.
So it looks like Haller might start getting run out soon then.
Yeah.
That must be his hamstring. There's no other reason that Antonio would be off after 52 minutes. You know, we've been saying for the last week or so that, you know, at some point Antonio will break down.
And he has.
And he has.
Well, I don't know if he's, you know, it just could be precautionary though, you know.
It could be he's felt a twinge and he's just gone, let's not risk it. Looks like Bowen might have shifted now to play through the middle. Good tackle from Masuaku.
You said it there, Soham, and unfortunately we didn't stop him. So there you go.
Well done.
Good touch from Souček.
Going for an else.
Or well defended there. Bowen with the closing down. Man City falls backwards. How's he feeling though? They've just put a shot of Haller on the bench. How's he got to be feeling right now? That he's brought on Yarmolenko instead.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that. Yeah, how must he be feeling? My feeling is if we do get Josh King in the January transfer window, Haller will be going.
Man City again probing. Mahrez bringing it inside.
Come on, West Ham.
Gundogan on with the ball on the move.
They sure are, Scott, and we're trying to get rid of them, mate.
What is it?
Trolls are here.
Mahrez again coming inside. Like Gundogan looking for the ball over the top. Man City are in it. Oh, poor touch.
Thankfully, that was a poor touch.
Better touch, and they could have turned it around.
Where's the Trolls?
Brilliant ball from Gundogan over the top, looking for Cancelo, and he took it on his left foot for the first touch. Tried to take it on the outside of his right foot rather than his left foot, and couldn't bring it down. You say hopefully Antonio walked off, and it didn't look too bad. Hopefully he's just felt a twinge and just not risked it.
Get rid of that ball, Fabi.
Look up to Masuaku.
Out for a City throw-in.
Thank you for the comment there, Jeff. Really appreciate it. And thank you for joining us.
Stell, I did a test with you earlier.
What's that, mate?
I donated money and you never read my comment.
I went to find it and then it disappeared. And then I went to look for it. And...
Why not? I was gonna say, go and buy yourself a cup of coffee, or go and buy yourself something.
Well, what do you make of that substitution? Why not Haller and Yarmolenko? I mean, not saying that Yarmolenko doesn't deserve his chance, but why not a striker for a striker?
Go on, Yarma. Go on, Yarma. That's him now. It's where he wants to be. It's out for a West Ham corner, is it?
No, I think it's a goal kick. I think he fell over.
There could be method in his madness if he
well,
brings
he's moved Bowen inside, hasn't he?
But if he brings on Haller, soon, then there could be
Yarmolenko's actually gone on the right wing. So maybe
the problem
he
we've got here now is by bringing Yarmolenko on, I kind of feel like it kind of nullifies Fornals' position just now.
Ball into Sterling.
Great play by Fabianski.
And that could be the change. That's the next change I see Moyes making is bringing
Fornals off. And then it might bring on Haller for Fornals.
Well, apparently Haller not looking impressed. I don't know if it went over to the bench. I think that's bad. I don't want to say anything really negative because we're doing well. But
I wouldn't be happy. I'd be fuming.
Yeah, I don't get that. I didn't get that.
We've only got one. Technically, we've only got one recognised strike. Although we can say two now because that's the way Antonio plays.
I get it, but 56.
Ball over the top. Oh, that was poor. Try to take it early, Foden.
We are 57 minutes into the game, and we are drawing currently against the former champions. He
probably wanted to keep the attacking tactics like for like, and you won't get the running in behind from Haller that you probably would from say Bowen. So that's why he's moved Bowen to the middle. Well, like you said, Fornals will come off at some point. When Fornals comes off, it'll probably be Haller that comes on for him.
Yeah.
Lads, I'm just going to pop out and pop back in again because I'm having trouble blocking people. So give me a moment.
What is there loads of trolls? I'm not even looking at the comments.
I've been reading some of it.
Anton looks absolutely shat.
Need to refresh as over a minute left.
Do I, mate? I think I do. Maybe I do. West Ham 1, Man City 1, 57 minutes gone.
Well, 50.
West Ham took the lead in the first half thanks to an Antonio overhead kick, and then Phil Foden came on as a substitute to put Man City.
Foden in the back. Oh, looked cross. Cut out by Zach Kufal. He's made a big change since he came on.
Yeah,
Foden. He has started to change the game in Man City's favour again. Someone that's been breaking the lines.
Is there a lot of trolls there still? I can't see any.
Yeah, I'm just going to go through one or two of them. They're getting a bit boring now.
Man City again, prodding and probing, switching it from left to right. Trying to suck us out to create the space in behind. Into Foden again, who's the one that's been breaking the lines here.
Yeah,
Done.
He really is. He's made a big difference coming on. You can see the space that he's creating for it. Come on, West Ham, stick with him. Stick with
Out
him.
wide to Walker. Walker whips it in. Oh, that was awful. That was absolutely awful, Carl Walker.
So there's a comment here from Scott. If Haller doesn't come on today, it's a clear sign he's gone in January.
I agree. If he doesn't come on today, now, after that substitution, and we're playing Bowen up top, and now Fornals has gone out left, where he's kind of ineffective on the left.
He's taken the shape out of the team for that. I don't get that. It's a little bit disappointing. It's a little bit disappointing.
But if he brings Haller on in the next 5-10 minutes, then I'll be okay. I'll be okay with it. But if he doesn't and he leaves it right last, then I will be a bit disappointed.
Yeah.
Because I think we're missing that threat now down the left-hand side where it was such a threat in the first half from Bowen.
Yeah, I agree.
But there he goes. Just as we talk about him on the right-hand side, but he tried to cross it in. It's for a corner.
That's a corner ball to West Ham.
He looked absolutely livid there. I think that was Garcia, the centre-back.
But there's no one in the box. That was the problem.
It's just
there was
Fornals.
Fornals was making a run in, but he was still...
Trudge, this is the thing, mate. There is squad depth at the moment, especially going forward. So it's a little bit confusing what's just happened there with the substitution, because you would have thought, with Antonio coming off, you would have thought Haller would be the obvious replacement. Not taking anything away from Yarmolenko.
Claimed by Edison. Edison cycles it out straight away to Walker.
Scott, what minute are you on, mate? I'm on 60 minutes right now. So are we lagging quite a lot?
I think we are if we're comparing it to direct to the TV.
60-25, yeah. Vinay says Moyes doesn't trust Haller. That is it's just awful. You know, you got a player that can score if he's given the support that Antonio has had.
Well done, West Ham.
So,
City
but
pressing
anyway,
deep now.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens as the game goes on. There's a lot of pressing from Man
Kyle
City.
Walker looking to shoot. Long range. Oh,
Straight to
down the
Fabianski.
throat, Fabianski. Looked like it
Right,
moved a
come
lot
on.
at the last second.
I've saw enough. I've saw enough since the substitution's been made. Now I've saw enough, and I think it's time. It's time we get Bowen back out on the left-hand side. We bring Hilaire on, put him up top, and try and feed him the same service that.
I'd probably sacrifice Fornals at this point just to re-give the shape back.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Again,
Come
we've
on.
been given a petty foul against us. Like, really?
Come on, West
Pep doesn't look
Ham.
entirely happy though. He's still sitting down on the dugout. De Bruyne sitting in the stand. With the ball, last 30 good header out by Kufal. Yarmolenko with a bit of strength trying to hold the ball. Kufal knocks it down the line after a throw-in. He's on 61-40. Well, I'm on 61. Maybe Scott meant his stream was lagging.
All right, okay. Well, I'm 62 just now.
Yeah, just gone 62. Man City on the halfway line with the ball again. Looking to spread it. Probe. It's always the way with this Pep team. They're really trying to stretch the pitch as well.
Come on.
Up to 25 yards out. Ball into the feet. Missed. Straight through to Fabianski.
Bit cold there still.
Yes, mate. It's getting a bit nippy. There you go.
There's two new signings.
Zach Dawson and Ben Ramos sitting in the stand. Oh,
no.
poor from
Come on.
O'Connor there.
Yeah.
Mahrez
come
in
on.
behind him.
Oh no.
Into Sterling.
No.
Sterling.
Oh, well done.
Well played. 2 foul.
Oh, Augie committed there. To be fair, it was a touch of brilliance from who was
Brilliant
it?
for Mahrez to flick. It was Mahrez, I think, to flick it away from him. And Sterling just got his ball wrong. But again, though, Sue foul with the cover to clear it out. Man City again take it short and quick. They've got people lined up for the long shot again. Ice cut inside once, shoots wide.
I'll do that though. I do that. Like that's us again. You know, he's looking at
I
bringing
think
De
Bruyne's
Bruyne
coming
on.
Yeah.
But
To be fair,
fair play to West Ham there though, because we've again made City look. We had men behind the ball, and City could only shoot from distance. The problem is he's noticed that, and he's going to bring on the player that can fix that, De Bruyne.
Yeah. See, this is what I said. It's to be fair though, that is pretty much a sign of respect for Man City because he's had to bring him on. You know, I mean, Andy said last night he didn't think he would play him. He didn't think they'd need to. And they want to save him for the harder games coming up.
Come on,
Good header.
Fornals, go out wide.
Out to
Masuaku.
Masuaku. Back into
Down the
Fornals
left.
to Creswell. Creswell looks into feet. Was that Yarmolenko? Yeah.
Yeah.
Back into Creswell. Back.
Offside.
Yarmolenko's offside.
Right, 65 minutes gone. Come on, boys.
So this is where managers earn their money.
Well, something else has changed here just very briefly. Yarmolenko's gone out in the left. Bowen's gone back into the right. And Fornals is now
Fornals
playing up top.
Playing up front. They're rotated round. But yeah, Toby says, we know Moyes is a careful manager. I don't think Haller's going to come on. If we're tied at 75, 80 minutes, he'll bring on Noble and try to safeguard the point.
Don't know, mate. I've got more faith in him. I really do.
What? Oh, I didn't see that. I just saw Fornals on the floor and the ref telling him to get up.
Come on, West Ham.
Just trying to cut inside now. He's looked for the overlap for
Masuaku,
Walker.
well done, mate.
Well
Get the ball away.
tracked,
Just get the
Masuaku.
ball away.
Get it away, Masuaku.
He's done well there.
He's done all right. He's done all right.
He did. Well, I thought he was leading himself into trouble.
He's done well there.
Well played,
Fornals
Jay,
looking for the
well.
support.
Come on, Fornals.
Come on, West Ham. We've lost our rhythm.
Yeah.
We've lost our rhythm without Antonio, without a target man. We don't have something now to sort of aim for going forward.
We haven't got someone to bustle the defenders and win the ball. Good flick on there. Man City goes back to goalkeeper. Man City recycle again.
Well, this is what I'm trying to say about Masuaku in the past. You know, sometimes his decision making is like, you know, he should have just looked up and passed it out. But he wanted to beat 2 or 3 players, and he almost lost it. And that you know, but
come on.
Again, Man City prodding and probing on the halfway line. This is what they want De Bruyne for. These positions here, when you've got defender, the midfielder like 40 yards out, because he would be able to pick up that ball, one ball over the top, and put Sterling in. Rice has come out to pressure, but has to gap in behind. Bonner picks it out. Souček.
You get hold of this ball.
Creswell collects it, plays it to Masuaku. Masuaku into Rice. Good ball. Good turn from Rice.
Good turn, Masuaku.
Back out to Bowen. Bowen switches it back across to Masuaku. Masuaku brings it down. Does well.
There he is.
Back to Creswell.
Good possession play, West Ham. That's a lot
better. That's what we want.
That's what we need. Yeah.
Bit of
calm it down. Get a bit more bit of confidence back in the team.
Balbuena.
That's awful. That was awful.
Well he's won it back.
Well won back.
Well done,
come on, use it, West Ham. Use it.
Masuaku, go on. There goes Creswell down the wing. Go on, Masu.
Back in Souček.
Oh, too much play. Just dispossess the ball. Come on.
Wide. Just played it wide.
Out wide.
Yarmolenko.
Yarmolenko from distance. Unlucky.
That's a lot better. That's what we need. That's what we need.
I mean, Man City really crowded out the penalty box there. Had a lot of men back in a short space. And he just tried to pick out that top corner, Yarmolenko.
Right, De Bruyne's on the park. I don't know who came off for Man City.
Bernardo Silva.
We need. I do think. Oh, here he comes, Haller. Come on, Haller.
There he is.
Bowen.
He's taken Bowen off. That's a mistake.
That's a mistake.
All right. He's got Haller on, which means Yarmolenko will go out right. But Fornals will drop. And Masuaku. Well, yeah, Fornals left. So, all right, okay. He's done it, and he's done it on
Bowen. I don't want to be too negative, but unless something's wrong with Bowen,
I don't see why he put Bowen off. No,
I think that was an error. I don't think he had any choice bringing Yarmolenko on, though. It was kind of like, well, you know, Yarmolenko and Bowen play position.
Is he going to go for? Am I being stupid here? Is he going to go for a? No, he's not. I was going to say, is he going to go for a 4-4?
No, it'll be Haller up front. I think Fornals will play wide.
Where's Yarmolenko?
Yarmolenko the other side.
He's out right now. Right,
yeah.
Right side.
Fornals will play on the left. Yarmolenko will play on the right.
So Yarmolenko will offer more protection to Sofal, and just the same way as Masuaku will for Creswell. Anton, Tom reckons that we should do a shave, bit like Matt's beard.
What's Matt's beard?
Oh God, no! There, a little bit there.
No. Oh, I didn't see that. I thought he meant there.
Oh, there as well. No, you know what? Honestly, I said something the other day. It's just how it grows, mate. I don't do anything.
Really?
Yeah, it's just how it grows.
Did you show me something? Did I miss something there?
Yeah. What was he going to? There you go. Something for you.
Elise Moyes making subs early. Yeah. Well, yeah, and it makes a nice change, that, doesn't it? All right.
He's 68th minute. Haller's come on, not the 88th minute.
We need now that we've got what we've sort of said should have happened. We need Haller to show us something, don't we?
Well, we need to make sure he's got support. What did we say at half time? That when he's been
well done, so foul. Declan Rice out to Yarmolenko on his left foot,
looking up for Haller. Haller with the chest. Souček committed a miss. Into Sterling.
Get rid of the ball.
Getting bodies in front. Kufal.
Well, that'll do.
Right across the front
now,
and out the other side.
Now we've got
Arthur.
Masu down on the left, and there you go. That's Masuaku for you, people.
That's the first one.
That's Masuaku for you.
That was handball. He not
Doesn't matter
literally
whether it's
grabbed the ball
handball or
on the
not.
floor.
He should have passed the bloody ball
He
instead
should
of
have
trying to
passed the
beat
ball.
10 players.
Fornals gave him an option on the wing as well. He gave him the options.
That's what frustrates. When I talk about Masuaku, that's the sort of thing that frustrates me.
That he doesn't always make the right decision. No,
Yeah.
he does sometimes.
To be fair, that's his first bad decision today.
Yeah, that is, to be fair.
Well, he's second. The first one, he got away with it.
Oh, good tackle.
Good tracking back there by Souček.
Masuaku. There we go. Into Fornals, back out to
Right,
Masuaku.
Matt, look up.
Big
That's
switching
better.
ball. Looking for Yarmolenko.
That's a
What a
decent
ball.
ball. What
Very
a
good
decent
ball.
ball.
Go on,
Yarmo.
Yarmo. Make a run. Make a run. Someone make a
Go
run
on,
for
go
him.
on, get over, get over, get
Get
over.
in. Get in. There's too many. You're taking hold of the ball. Oh, you fuck. Come on, Yarma.
Oh, Yarmo.
Oh, it's their ball.
What was he doing?
He was waiting for the support, wasn't he? I don't know why he didn't just whip it over on his left foot. Plays like West Ham.
Bit on it's
The
on a
ball was
knife
slowing
edge
it
now,
down.
isn't it? West? It's on a knife
Yeah.
edge now. It's like, oh,
But this is where it's been a frenetic 70 minutes where Man City have dominated the ball. So you're going to start probably seeing some tired legs in that West Ham midfield now. Good tackle, Souček.
well, good tackle.
Back in again. Another block. Cleared up and out from Ogbonna. Straight back to Walker. Man City come forward again. Gundogan running through the middle, penetrating run, then knocks it out wide for the cross. Standing up Sterling here. Yarmolenko. Oh, good pressure, Yarmolenko.
Yeah, he's dropped back.
Cancelo.
That's good. Good to see. Good to see.
Looking to come inside. Good interception from Kufal. There's no one forward. He's got no one to
No
ping
one
to.
forward. Where is Haller?
He dropped back as well. Now it goes forward, and they didn't reach Haller.
Now we're just kind of, we're getting it away, but we're giving it away.
Yes, it's not. It's coming straight back. They're not picking out Haller like we were Antonio. So the ball's not sticking for any length of time.
Come on, Haller. You got to show what you're made of now. I've talked you up.
Ball in
You've gotta-
behind. Let's go for a goal kick.
That's goal kick. All right, bit of respite.
Cameraman focusing on Haller.
Shroj, I love Moyes and what he's done. Yeah, hats off to him. Hats off to him.
I'll be honest, I wasn't the
Eamon,
biggest fan.
Moyes makes subs earlier now because he has players he can trust. Good point again. Vinay, Moyes is a good man. He helps develop players. Does not tolerate lazy prima donnas. I totally agree.
Yeah, she does agree with that, yeah.
When Skies, love your passion, but Stel, but Masu will make you eat your hat, mate. I will always say,
Loves to be proved
if
wrong.
a player proves me wrong, I'm
Yeah.
more if it benefits West Ham
Oh,
United,
Yarma.
fine
That's
with
good.
that.
That's good foul in the end.
He's given a free kick against him.
Yeah, but he miscontrolled it and lost the ball, didn't he? And they were about to counter attack.
WMP, what are you testing, mate? Yes, your comments are coming through.
Souček dominates the air. Scott, words, your chest comment disappeared. Maybe that's why he's testing.
All right. We are.
There you go. A bit of pressure from Haller there. Man City pass around him.
Good afternoon, Denny. Thank you for
15
joining
minutes
us.
to go.
15 minutes to go for if we hold on,
Be a good point.
be a very good point. And then
Brought
off
it
to
back inside
Liverpool
to Walker.
to
Walker
spank
spreads
Liverpool
it out
next
to
weekend.
Cancelo on the left wing. He's cutting inside on his right foot again. Oh, good play from Kufa.
Good
West
play
Ham,
from West
come on.
Ham.
Good play.
Go on, West. Go on. Nice
Go on,
one,
Yarma.
too.
Go on,
Off
Yarma.
we go. Off we
on.
go.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh.
Why does it always break down when it goes to Haller? I mean, that wasn't even Haller's fault. Yarmolenko Haller wanted it to feet and Yarmolenko played it in front of him.
Good afternoon, Glenn from the Cornish Hammers. Nice of you to join us, mate. Lads,
Oh, there
I'm
we
thinking
go.
of,
It's come through now. There you go.
if this was
Words.
a chess game too, West Ham side, one Man City side, I would say Moyes just set a trap for Pep and Pep fell for it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lads, I'm thinking of opening, starting up a Cypriot Hammers group, but I'm afraid I
Cypriot
might be the only member.
Do you need any more groups to be an admin of, mate?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's true. But mind you, the ticket group is idle. I mean, we've not,
Well,
it's been idle for the last God knows how long now.
saying that, so you'll know this. I did see a comment last week that they still hadn't refunded out the money for the Newcastle game yet.
Oh, I think they have.
I think some people.
I saw some bloke rung them on the 30, 'cause it was 30 days, wasn't it? And he rung them on the 30 days. And they turned around and went, oh, yeah, but it takes 10 working days for the money to refund.
Oh, typical West Ham, eh?
Yeah.
We'll give you your money back in 30 days.
It's not 30 days,
Yeah,
it's 40 days. Man
What
City
else
on the
we got
top,
here?
ball into the middle. Sterling's holding it up.
Get out, West Ham.
Oh,
Well done,
Gordon
Oggy.
Bonner.
Oh, get out, get out.
But Wayner's in the middle as well.
God, Jesus Christ.
Somehow scrambled that away. Bodies on the line there.
It's a scramble, isn't it?
Oh, good tackle from Fornals. Is that from
Um,
Man
And
City
that's
making another sub.
Zinchenko?
Greetings
Zinchenko?
from Africa, the Gambia. I really like your coverage. My name is Mloy. Thank you for joining us, Mloy. Thank you very much. Scott, would you be happy with the draw? Yeah, I would be.
I said to you
Trod.
earlier, I'd take a draw.
Allaire is an immobile muppet. Give him time. Give him time.
We said that, but I remember in that Carabao Cup game, he was running really well down the lines. Man City coming forward again. Pass Kufal.
I
thought that went in.
I thought that went in. It was a clearance from Balbuena
Couldn't
out for a Man City corner, but I thought that went in the back of the net.
TV angle looked like Valbuena had just scored done a Davison Sanchez and stuck it in the
Oh, he literally stuck his big toe out there.
Corner ball to City. Walker
Kyle
coming
Walker.
off.
for Walker,
Kyle Walker coming off.
which means that Cancelo will move to right back because Zinchenko will go to left back. It's an interesting one. I mean, I suppose he's not had a.
They're going to attack more down the flanks, aren't they? Another
But
short ball from City.
again,
A
they've
corner
worked it
from
out.
City.
To Zinchenko, back to De Bruyne, no one's closed him down, whipped in.
Well
Good header
done,
from
Oggy.
Haller.
Well done,
Haller.
Oggy.
That's Haller.
Oh,
Haller.
there.
Yeah.
No, to those of you who put Allaire down, how dare you?
Well done,
Brilliant
Seb.
recovery. Brilliant recovery run. I mean, to be fair, if he didn't win a ball against Sterling, he probably needs to be sacked. Ball whipped into the near post.
But mate, if he didn't win that ball,
Well done.
if he didn't win that ball, and wasn't
if he
there.
wasn't
Sterling
there,
was
no,
on.
I didn't mean if he wasn't there.
Yeah.
I mean, once he got there, if he lost out to like 5 foot Sterling when he's like 6'6" or whatever. But no, it was good tracking back defensively from Haller there at the corner. Maybe West Ham can get a breather now.
Malloy, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, and you'll see every time we do a video that's coming up. Then you'll see you'll get an alert on your thing.
Pep getting animated on the sidelines. He's not happy about something. Man City come forward
West
again.
Ham.
They're trying to pick up the pace now. De Bruyne looks into Sterling, tackled. Surprised he did give the free kick.
Oh, get up, Sterling! Get
I
up!
have to say, the way the ref's been going, I suppose he didn't give it.
Good
Is he
grief.
booking him as well?
no!
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's
Oh, I
getting
thought
the
we were
spray
going to
out.
book him.
It's a spray.
I mean, to be
That's
fair,
a nothing challenge. Get up, Sterling. You're
he did get a knee in
embarrassing,
the knee in the
Sterling
butt,
has
didn't he?
literally just lifted his legs up and fallen on Oggy's
Fucking
leg.
embarrassing, mate.
Sterling gave him the old granddad in the back of the fight, I think.
It's a free kick just outside the box.
I don't know why he's still milking it. He's had the free kick, unless he's actually upset about the pain or something, because he's still limping around Sterling. It's like the ref's already given him the free kick.
Oh.
It's going to be De Bruyne, surely. And, yeah, it'd be KDB. And he's not someone you want to give free kicks away to. Fornals down on one knee behind the wall, stopping the low one.
Is he lying down?
Yeah. He's lying down on his front behind the wall.
Well done,
Fabianski.
Agree.
For anyone
I love
that
that from
didn't see
Fornals.
that, he was
Love
actually
that from
laid
Fornals.
flat on his stomach.
Well
It wasn't
done,
Rather
Lloyd.
central.
Neil, can we hang on for much longer? I'll tell you
10
what.
minutes, mate. It's 10 minutes. We can do it. We can do it. Another 10 minutes, mate. Believe.
Jesus Christ,
Flick
lads,
on by
right.
Yarmolenko.
I tell you, I've never been so nervous about a draw in all my life.
Go on, Haller. Man City's come forward again. I said they swapped the fullbacks now because Zinchenko's gone to left back. He's pushing high up the pitch as well, Zinchenko.
Yeah, he's an attack-minded left back, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's not even a left back, really. He's a bit like Masuaku.
Like a
Ball
wing back.
in. Oh, big touch from Fabianski there. Big touch.
Well done,
Well played,
Masuaku.
Masuaku.
Brilliant from Masu.
Creswell up high and long, looking towards Haller. Again, overshot it. But Souček, what a ball, Souček.
Go on,
Pablo.
grab that. Make it yours. Make it yours.
That's it.
Go on, son.
That's it.
Go on, son. Go on, son.
Hold it.
Oh, he's been
no.
fouled.
Free
Go on,
kick.
Free kick.
Surely we get a free kick for one.
Free kick.
He has given
He's
one.
given it.
To be
Go
fair,
Spurs!
I don't think it was a free kick, but
Well, you know,
I
it's
know,
as much a
that
free
second
kick
angle,
as what
it
they've
was.
got.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
The-
free kick. Come
No,
on,
the
man.
second angle.
That's a
The
free
second
kick.
angle changed it. On
Come
the
on,
live TV angle, he stamped on his foot. The live TV angle, that was actually going in, you know. That was
Kaiser,
a cross
where
or
the
a shot.
golden 10 minutes when we score for fun. This is the first of them, Kaiser. Come on, West Ham. Come on. God, fucking hell, lads. I'm nervous.
Come on, Creswell.
Why does
Come
Ruben
on,
Diaz
son.
always look stunned when the call goes against him?
Yeah,
Creswell
exactly.
on the ball. Crosses
Creswell
in.
whips it in. Oh,
Oh.
it's headed dealt well with. Out to
Bring it
Masuaku.
down, get it out wide,
Well done,
Matthew.
Matthew. Get rid of it.
Come
Get
on!
rid of it.
Oh,
Pass it to someone. There you go.
Oh my God!
how?
Go on, West Ham.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Go on.
Flicked on by Haller.
Go on, Souček.
Pressure in.
Go on.
That's
Come on.
handball. That's handball.
It's played on. Oh.
No, he's not. It's handball. That's what sort of Stell's talking about when sometimes Masuaku
That's what I
doesn't know
mean.
he's
It's
doing.
like
And how?
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
he did. He dipped.
I don't know how he did. Like they're showing it now,
look.
and he,
look.
that's really. To be fair, I'll give it to
Christ.
him.
He did not mean that. He
That was
did
a
not
great bit of
mean
skill.
that.
Tackle from Sufat. That's a foul.
Great
Ref.
bit of skill.
I was about to say he did actually recover.
Ted, do you reckon West Ham can snatch a winner? I'd like to think so. Toby, what if Allaire grabs a winner? Will the fans love him instantly? I love him already.
I like him already. I think we
I
just
like
don't utilise him to his strengths.
What striker do we?
Rubin wants a Hollywood career after he retires.
De Bruyne over the top. What ball from Mahrez?
Oh, yes,
Masuaku.
Masuaku. Yes,
Oh, well won.
Masuaku.
Masuaku is the best player on the pitch. I've been telling you that all along.
Huge defensive play by Massa, says Scott.
It was massive defending from Masuaku.
He
by
actually
the way,
might
massive.
have been offside, to be fair, on that replay. But, you know, it's VAR and West Ham. So
Another short corner
Another
by
short
Steve.
Down.
crossed in.
And then
Yes.
it goes and
Up and
away it goes.
Oh, it should have gone further than that.
Go on,
Oh,
go on,
well
West
played,
Ham.
Sufat.
Go on, West Ham. Get it away. Get it away. Get it away.
There's Yarma.
Yes.
Yarma. Off you go. Come on.
He's on.
Go on, Fornals. Get it over.
Oh!
Oh,
that was it.
Fornals.
That
Damn
was
it.
the chance.
That was your moment. That was your moment.
Oh, he needed to get the height on it.
Oh,
He tried to
Fornals
chip
was
in.
1-on-1 with the keeper. He was about 20 yards out. The keeper ran out to the edge of his box.
Oh.
Fornals tried to chip him and hit it straight into his hands. He absolutely
actually
destroyed
onside?
the offside trap. What a run.
Oh, he was.
Good
He
run
was
from
onside.
Fornals.
Good
you know?
run. Very good run. He was onside. He was
Just a
onside.
pace. That was a
He
chance.
tried
there.
to
That
chip
was
him and chip
on.
it straight into his hands. Ball through
it. The ball
Sterling.
go out.
Goal kick. Goal kick. Goal kick.
Oh.
84 minutes or
Go on, Jim.
86 for others who watch it. Yeah, well, you know, Jim, I did say you were the sane one, and all of a sudden I don't think you are, mate. I do like Fornals, but he misses a lot of chances. He kind of does, actually. He kind of does. Kind of does.
The thing is, right, the annoying thing is if that was the other way round, Yarma would have buried that. If that was Fornals to Yarmolenko buried it.
Yarmolenko would have buried it, yeah.
Go on, Yarma.
Especially on his left foot.
Giving a free kick to West
Free
Ham.
kick. Go on, Yarma, you tell him. It's Gundogan again. How's he still
Get that card out. Get that bloody card out, ref. Look, look, that was a nasty little nick.
And even just
No, they don't get booked for things like that, do
by
they?
numbers, he should be in a book by now. Just by numbers.
Who's that over the ball? Is that Crazy again? Yeah.
Yeah, it's always gonna be crazy.
This one is a better angle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a whip.
Go on,
one
West Ham. Come on.
swing in.
Oh, fucking hell, lads.
Whips it into the back post. Headed across
Good
by
head
Haller.
up from Haller.
Up and out.
Masuaku.
Down to Masuaku. Picks ball wide. Oh, he just overhit it slightly.
Oh, bad ball.
Pushing down Fornals. Yeah, he's kicked it. Forced him to kick it long.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Bonner,
Come on. Go on, Masuaku. Yes.
Oh, what a recovery, Masuaku.
Brilliant, Masuaku.
Oh,
Don't
he's
lose
turned
it.
his trouble.
Let's
Got,
lose
oh,
it!
got the ball
Oh
there.
no! Oh no!
Sake!
Oh. Yes,
What save?
Fabianski.
Oh,
What save?
Fabianski.
Oh,
Right. Do
be
you
fair,
see what I mean about
that was a
Masuaku?
foul. That was a foul on him.
that was a
He
foul,
did-
though. I
He
do
did not
agree.
win the ball.
I think
That
that
was
was a
on
foul.
him. I agree still that he was taking a risk, but he got fouled.
Well, it
We've-
wasn't a
We've
foul.
done that
It wasn't a
tackle.
foul.
But no,
That
what I
weren't
was
a
going to say is, it's not a foul, but we've literally done that tackle in this game. He's given the foul.
Yeah.
So from the referee's own standards, this game, that's a foul. Because Man City done it, it's not a foul. That Foden pushing forward.
Whoa! Keep him up. City on the way through.
Wide. They're really pushing it now. Back to De Bruyne. Bruyne chips it in. Headed
Well
up by
done,
Balbuena.
Balbuena.
Good header.
Come on, get hold of the ball, West
Back
Ham.
to
Come on.
Gundogan. Gundogan looking stroke wide again. Back out to Zinchenko. Zinchenko takes a touch. Cross it in.
What
Balbuena
about
out
Balbuena?
again.
That ball, that's it, son.
Back to Diaz. Shoots.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do.
Under pressure,
We'll
shot
take
That'll
that.
do.
Big
See,
save.
I
from
don't
Fabianski,
agree with
though.
you, lads. I think the player got the ball. I don't think it was
I
a
don't
foul
know.
on Masuaku.
As I was saying, it shouldn't be a foul, but we've literally made that tackle in this game. He's given the foul. So by the parameters the ref set for the game, it should have been a foul. But saying that, it was a massive save from Fabianski.
Fantastic
in the
save
nads
from
as well,
Fabi.
though.
And people
Tried
have
to put it
been
through his
doubting
legs.
Fabi, and now when he's been called into action. Oh, lads, 3 minutes.
3 minutes plus stoppage time.
Yeah, for City, it'd be about
Maybe another
5 minutes
5-6
stoppage
probably
time.
about
Yeah.
another 5-6 minutes to play. Maybe about 3 minutes stoppage time at the moment. Ball through, looking for
Mahrez.
Mahrez.
Get the men behind the ball. Come on, West Ham. He stepped
Cuts
out.
it
It's gone
back.
out. It's gone out of play. It's gone out of play.
play.
It's gone out of play. Thank the Lord. Oh,
There's a good clearance anyway, tracking back from Souček, but that's poor from Mahrez.
Oh, God.
Calm it down, Fabianski. Calm it down.
Stel,
Scott says, yes, Stel, Masuaku is inconsistent, which means he's pure West Ham.
Fabianski with a big goal kick.
Looking for Souček for the flick on. He does flick it
2
on.
minutes to go, lads.
Yarmolenko.
Looking for support. Looking for support. Looking for support.
Oh my God!
he's
What have you
played it
done,
short.
Yarma? It's Sterling. Well done,
well played,
Oggy.
Oggy.
Well done, Oggy. And Yarmolenko's come back.
Yarmolenko's made up for that.
Oh, West Ham.
Good clearance. Good touch from Haller. He's played it back. Yep. And West Ham
Go on.
counter.
Go on, Arthur.
And this is where we break West Ham. Come on.
Well played, Ogbonna.
Oh, go on. You know.
If we get a point out of this now, I think Yarma owes Ogbonna a couple of drinks tonight.
Holy shit, man.
We're giving it away a bit too cheaply,
We're
though.
starting to panic now.
Oh, no. Come on, West Ham.
We're starting to
Foden.
panic. We need to sod in.
Get the ball away.
Well done, That's a
That's a
foul.
foul.
Well done, Creswell.
That's a foul.
Creswell and
That's a foul.
Ogbonna again. Well played. Man United, Man City have just cranked it up to level 6. We're starting to panic, but he was holding the ball, Yarmolenko, on the wing from a flick on from a goal kick, trying to find a pass out.
Yarmolenko tried to pass the ball back to.
I don't know if he went.
Like
He
the halfway
literally hit it halfway between Balbuena and the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but he's got to fucking smash that ball back to him then.
Just down
'cause
the
he's
line,
literally
yeah.
half-heartedly kicked it back.
The thing is, anyone hasn't seen it, he wasn't close. He was on the halfway line. So you've got to get a lot through it. And he just sort of caressed it back, didn't he?
Yeah,
It
we're
was
coming into the
perfect through
90th
ball.
minute.
90th minute coming up now. We're looking to see the clock for ready time. Before the officials just walking onto the touchline. Fornals keeps it on. Go for Fornals.
Good
Come
ball.
back to Haller.
Oh, come
poor
on.
touch.
You should be doing better than that. Come on.
Man
De
City,
Bruyne.
The game is stretched now, which is what Man City want.
Sterling in
Wide
on the
for
left-hand
Sterling.
side.
Sterling up against Balbuena. Oh. It's coming inside. Balbuena's
Well
still
done,
on his feet.
Balbuena. Well done, the general.
One
Get
of
it
you.
rid of it! Your mind!
You, Jesus.
Do it!
Get rid of the ball.
Just move it out, West Ham!
3 minutes
Three
at his
minutes
time.
time.
They all stood there and just
Wait,
went,
look,
shut up.
after you first. Just get it away.
3 minutes and it's horrible 3 minutes here. De Bruyne on the ball, switches it. It's a poor touch.
Fornals.
Fornals has slipped over. And then he's probably going to lose the foul against him. The refs, yeah. Because he just dived on the ball, didn't he? Cancelo, Man City in the West Ham half. 2.5 minutes to go. It's to Gundogan.
Someone close him down.
Into Sterling. Good tackle by
Brilliant, the
Bueno.
general.
Cool.
Brilliant, the general.
Go on, West
Into
Ham.
Haller holds it up for Yarmolenko.
Come
to
on, come on.
Fornals. Why is Balbuena running 50 yards out? He won that ball. He won that ball.
He
Don't
won that
even
ball.
Try it.
Oh,
He did
get
win
out.
it.
I can't
book him
believe
as
he's
well.
getting bloody booked for that. He won the bloody ball.
He won the ball.
Balbuena was where he was.
Look
He
at
got
that
the
tackle.
ball.
He won the ball.
Tell you
I
what,
don't know why Balbuena was trying to do the longest
Great.
That was like playing FIFA. Where you do the 1-2 button, the player just keeps running.
Good tackle, Balbuena though. Good
70
tackles.
yards out. Good
And again,
reception again.
Balbuena, come on, son.
Man City, there's 1 minute 40 seconds left. Man City are really cranking up the pressure now. Switching it from left to right again, out to Cancelo. Cancelo looking to come inside. I thought it might be Mahrez even. Mahrez looking to come inside. He's played it in.
Well done,
Good tackle.
Balbuena.
Balbuena again, and it's gone out for a throw-in for West Ham.
throw.
Well done, Balbuena.
We've got a
He's done really
minute.
well there.
Foden's trying to rally the Man
15
City
seconds
team.
left, West Ham.
Foden's really trying to rally the team here for Man City. West Ham just want to run down the seconds as much as possible.
1 minute left, lads. 1 minute left.
Down to the last minute, it's squeaky bum time.
Even everyone stopped. Everyone stopped commenting. There hasn't been a comment for about 5 minutes.
Everyone knows how intense it is. It is at that point now where
If you are watching, we will be coming to you live with a review straight after the game, so tune in.
Go on, Yarma, pressure him. Right, someone close him down.
Well done, FX.
Go on, Pablo. That's you, mate.
Come on, you irons.
Got to get across there. Haller, get in there. That's it, Haller. Well tracked back. Stop the cross. Cross comes in.
Well
I'll
done,
be up
Oggy.
and out.
Go on, Yarma.
Yarma brings
Go on,
it down.
Yarma. Go on, Fornals.
Pablo couldn't do anything. Yarma
Go on,
again.
Yarma.
Clearance. 15 seconds to go.
This is it, lads. This is it. Finished.
This has got to be it. It's got to be finished. I haven't had a notification yet, but it's got to be finished because we're slightly
It's got to
behind.
be finished.
It's into Balbuena. No, it's into
no!
Sterling.
Oh, no!
Sterling. Saved.
Oh,
Onto the post.
Oh.
Corner.
it's a corner.
Well, that's
Fabianski.
time. It's finished.
He's going to
It's
let him play the
time.
corner, isn't he? It's played into to Mahrez. And
He
it
saved
was
that
actually
and it's hit the post
onto
and
the
it's gone
post.
out
Hit
for
the
the
post.
corner.
We're over the added time now.
We're
Man City are
well over
taking the
added
corner.
time.
Played it short again, back out again.
And we're
Gundogan
still
crosses it in.
bald headed.
Gundogan crosses it in.
Well
Up and out
done,
from
Deckers.
Rice. That's got to be it.
Yes, that'll do.
Oh.
I'll take that.
Come on, you irons.
1-1.
Come on, West Ham.
Solid point, lads.
Tell you what,
Another point. Oh my! I mean, lads.
Fantastic point.
I tell you what.
2 big saves from Fabianski in that last 10 minutes. The 1-on-1 from Yarmolenko, and that one right at the end there, he tipped it onto the post from Mahrez.
Look at his state of us.
Massive point. It is, though. If you think we just played Wolves, Leicester, Tottenham, and Man City, we picked up 8 points.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Back to the wall job for the last 15 minutes, but that was fantastic.
Look at that, Scott. Ref was looking for a chance to give it to City.
Yeah,
No,
he
I
was.
totally agree with, mate. Totally agree with. Fabs, yep. Well done, Hammers. Thank you, Kaiser. Well done, lads. Good draw. Mohamed. Cheers, lads, from a Liverpool.
Stop Man City getting a 3 point.
Thanks for staying with us, Ted. Appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
Well, this is the thing I
All
keep
those
saying.
on Fornals back. He covered miles and miles,
Yeah.
made big defensive plays. Yeah.
This is what I said about this. Why Moyes likes him for now, because he does do all the defensive work.
Got to give him credit where credit's due. Fornals definitely played well today, yeah.
The referee saved City. The referee was biased. I'm sorry to say it. Well done, West Ham. Thank you, Vaclav. Hope you're well. Have a good day. Ref sucked. Absolutely did. Creekmouth, Joe. Draw is better than a 4-0 or 0-4. Yeah, of course it was.
The ref definitely wanted Man City to win.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. We are sitting.
We're sitting still 10th.
10th place. Well, that's all right.
8 points. I said 8 points from the 6 games we've had. And that's 7 points off the bottom 3 right now. It's still in front of Man City. So Man City is still in the bottom half of the table.
And as the commentator just said, we've stopped the rot in the
Man City games.
City games. Billy. Spanking for who, though, Billy? Spanking for who? Soham, disappointed, no Lanzini. Well, you know, can't have a scorcher every game, can we? Thanks for the watch along. We're gonna do. Are you setting up review, Anton?
I'll leave you to close off this, and I'll go and set up. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
The review.
So we're just going to go. Thankfully, we've been going through your comments throughout the game. I hope you appreciate that. We've been trying to get as many comments as we could. Ian, good point. But without Antonio, system suffers. Well, it was different, wasn't it? It was different. Troj, team done well, especially carrying a leg. Come on, Troj. Come on. Let's see how he does next week when he starts.
Yeah, because you can imagine he will start next week.
Long dart, Antonio is worry. Well, like, Matt said, he's not going to go through a whole season without being injured. Haller didn't look great, but let's see how Haller does when he actually starts. Soham, good point. Haller isn't suited to this system, should be sold come on January. Well, you know what? That may still happen. Hammer 80 offered me two wins, 2 draws at the start of the season. I would have bit your hand off. I totally agree, mate.
After 6 games, we've only got one of the. Don't forget, we all said after the first 7 games we were going to get no points. We were saying it before the season started. We were like, the league have done us again. Look at that fixture start.
Yeah.
And we only got the Liverpool game left, and we're on 8 points. So
exactly. English Yardy, it's a great point for us against a quality team. Yarmolenko played a bit shit. Didn't have the best of games, but let's not forget he played well last week. He did nearly throw it away. Troj, Haller cannot prolong a sprint for more than 5 seconds. I just want to let's judge him if he actually starts a game when he's ready to start, rather than coming on when a game is. I don't know. Yeah, he's a very different player to Antonio, but
he's a goal scorer. He wants crosses in the box.
Exactly. Pete, I prefer the watch along to viewing the game on TV. You sad man, Pete. But thank you for joining us. Let's hope Adrian chucks one in for us next week. Is who's the main Liverpool? He's back, isn't he, or not?
There was rumours in the week that he could be back for the game next week, which would be typical West Ham. But there's no Van Dijk, so you can get in their defence.
Haller doesn't work. Yeah, Let's see.
He don't play to his system.
Don't play to his strength. Yeah.
No.
Who is going to buy Haller? Well, Monaco will. Monaco, the Kovac, who used to manage Haller at Eintracht Frankfurt, apparently wanted Haller. There was rumour that there was talk about him going there in the summer. So if we do buy Josh King, Haller will probably go. WMP, I love being a West Ham fan. We all do, mate. I mean, it drives you nuts sometimes, doesn't it? David, there you go. Haller, if I can get the comment up, no real service. Yeah. Billy, Allison may be back for next week. There you go.
Yeah.
The Liverpool fan, yeah. There you go, Scott. And didn't we know it? Sky is showing the best of City. Well, what do you expect? It's not about, how well West Ham defended. It's about what City didn't do. Troj, look at you can see why Haller doesn't start. Lazy and slow. Yarmolenko is slow, but at least he works hard. I'm going to keep disagreeing. Troj, look at the amount of pressure we were under this because Haller did not press to put anyone under pressure or harry them. Okay. Strange decision taken by. I think we all agree with that, Ian. It was a strange decision. Peter, I think Moyes is a fair manager, but he must put on Haller in place of Antonio. Yep, I agree. Troj, I would rather have kept Bone on after the break. Bone was knackered. Right, lads and lasses, we're going to go offline here. Anton is setting up the review. So do sort of jump over and join us on the review, and we'll start all over again, and we'll talk about you know, what we've just seen. Are we ready, Anton? Are we ready, Anton? Anton, are we ready? Let's get rid of him, shall we?
He's entirely zoned out.
Declan's on, so hang on. Let's listen to what he has to say. We nullified their main players. We started sloppy in the second half. This is Declan saying. And then we dug in after they scored their goal. Yeah, the possession that they had was quite tiring for the team. Agreed. Oh, that's it. The link's gone. Right.
Yep.
Okay, people. We're going to just run out the last few comments. Bowen did pre-season working on his family farm. He has the stamina for 90-minute sprinting. Long Dark. Allaire just wants it laid on. No, Allaire works in a system with 2 or 3 up front. It's as simple as that, people.
Works up something else, yeah.
Rice in post-game. We were tired, but our lads were excellent. We're building something. Manager and coaches are brilliant. Neil, I think Fornals works really hard, but I think he needs someone to take over for the last 15, 20. Kind of agree. We played well. George played well. Moyes got tactics right again. Just lack of proper squad is his problem. Rice, Souček is brilliant, he said. Fantastic to play with. Oh, he must be loving playing alongside Souček. Keith, do you think we would have got that winning goal if there was a crowd? It's interesting that, Keith, because we were asking that earlier on. You know, what would it have been like with the crowd back there? Do you think we would have got the results that we have got since this new season started if there were crowds there? What worries me, and don't take it the wrong way for those who want balled out, because I'm the same. It worries me that, you know, the negativity on the protests, etc., that could affect the players, and I think that's the bit that maybe is doing the players a service, you know, by not having that negativity. You know, that's my opinion. I don't want, people may not agree with me. Kevin, we're going to win the league. Well, yeah, let's just stay in it, mate, which will be great. Long Dart, I don't disagree. Ref had a City shirt on. 10th in the table. Right, that's it, lads. We're setting up the review. Do come and watch us on the review. Thank you all for joining us for the 3 hours we've been on. You know, I got straight out of bed for this. So any last words before we go, Matt? But we're going to join you on the...
solid performance.
Solid. Another point against another so-called big team who wants to go and play in a European league. Let them go and play in a European league. You know, Sodom. Anyway, let's not moan about that. Right, see you all. This is the end of this broadcast. Join us for the review, and we'll see you in a moment. Hit the end broadcast button, mate.